there's a bee. Apparently there's a big angry bee in we have it trapped in like some kind of frisbee thing, and they just have it barricaded. But yeah, there's a big angry bee just kind of
There's a
there.
bee?
Yeah.
I saw I saw a cockroach in my
Oh
bathroom.
hell no.
It's dead though, so
I
it's
don't
fine.
have any bug stories right now.
What, you didn't go outside today,
Good.
T-Man?
Uh, okay, well, I guess there was a butterfly in my garden, but like
Ah, there you go. And welcome to season 2, episode 11, I think.
11.
We
Uh,
didn't
er,
we
di-
didn't we didn't post the last Minecraft one. We decided it was too terrible to actually do anything
oh no!
with.
Oh no! Oh no! Actually, I'm posting that right now because I had forgotten about it.
Oh yes, I want to see it.
So welcome to season 2, episode 12. As apparently T-Man's uploading last week's episode, which was if if you're watching this first, a synopsis of the other one is just I tried
Shit.
to ask questions, we had answers, and then we went to go kill the Ender Dragon. That was about it, and then we just bugged out the game.
I literally like I came. I'm pretty sure I came close to bricking my PS4.
So
But it was like
we're gonna
80.
we're
It
gonna
was
try
like
to be more
80
organized.
degrees.
Yeah, we're gonna try to be more organized today. So we have 3 segments. Up first is the most simple one, guys. All of the lineups have been submitted. Thanks Schmaxel for going on vacation, probably, or whatever he's doing. So all the lineups
Yeah, he's
have
on
been
vacation.
submitted. So,
I have all the games in my email right now.
Have you looked at
So
them?
in the hours following this episode, I will know what the standings are. I
Okay.
don't know right now because
Alright.
I never schedule prior to Ball Banter.
So the way it works is that we're just gonna. This is gonna be interesting, especially because there are a lot of spots. It's not like last season where it's like, all right, it's like 2 teams that can like move. I think at this point, everyone in the league, apart from April, can move at least up or down a few spots.
No, April
Oh,
April can theoretically make the playoffs.
Seriously?
we're
Yeah,
we're
they have
only
4 wins. Fourth place in the Hot Conference has 8 wins.
That's sad.
we're only one game ahead of them, by the way.
But you're eliminated, so.
Oh, they're done? Are they actually done?
Are they?
I don't think so.
Wait, are
I
they?
didn't see that in the.
I mean,
Thunder's
realistically,
post.
we are done. So
Well, yeah, no. Realistically, April's eliminated as well.
I was gonna say there's a bunch of
But-
realistically, like realistically, July's in the playoffs.
Oh,
it's
wait,
not
yeah, no.
mathematically.
Okay, yeah, no. November could very well.
yeah, but we're not going to. So
All right, so
Yeah,
let's
actually,
start.
yeah, November could, but you would literally need to sweep every game
Yes.
and then have February get. Well, you would need a combination of like multiple sweeps to happen.
I wouldn't. I
Yeah.
wouldn't hate that,
April
to be
does this.
honest.
April's literally 13 back, so.
So I'm still sticking with November and April as the last place teams for both conferences. I don't think that's changing.
you know, we're both tanking, dude.
Yeah, no, neither of them are
7
trying.
straight losses is fucking nuts, mind you. What's the longest losing streak that what was that like? Oh no, it was October with 10 at that point, right?
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Wait, are we gonna break that? Please tell me we're not gonna break that
If
record.
you lose all 4, then yes, I think you do. I'd have to double
Well-
check with those standings with October. I remember they lost 10 straight at one point though. I don't.
Well,
know
that's gonna
if-
make our that's gonna make our Super Bowl win next season feel even more
whatever you
more
say,
special.
man.
No. That's mine. That's my ring.
That's your ring.
Come at me. Yep, that's mine. One of the next 2 seasons, I'm winning it. I don't care. I'm saying that.
All right. So 5th place. Where do we want to start? Okay? So which conference do we want to do first? Do we want to do cold conference or hot conference?
Let's do the cold conference
Okay.
because I want to do it.
That's less. Cold conference also is, I think, a lot less interesting.
Yeah,
So
Listen.
January holds on
Yes.
yeah,
at the top.
I agree.
I don't think like they play August, May, March, and February. August is the hardest opponent they play. When August is the best team you're playing, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I think we've been so silent about April. I forgot this team existed. If I'm gonna be entirely honest, I forgot this team existed.
Who? April?
August.
When are we talking?
August.
Oh, August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said April.
I do it every fucking. You have no. if I was able to edit, I put in like the 19 episodes that I've probably mentioned April instead of August. I do it all the time for some reason.
Listen, it's okay. It happens to the best of us. Remember that one episode I said August was in the cold
That was
conference?
awesome. That was pure comedy. That was so funny. It was
That
it was
that
at
was
the
a ball
tail
banter.
end of the
Honestly, that's
episode.
just a big ball league moment. This league just does something to people.
He
It
finally.
makes us do stupid
I think
things.
this is like the first time he was finally able to say something, and he goes, "Okay, yeah, cold conference. I got August going first." And we were just like,
Yeah.
"All right, so big
It's like,
question:
yep, you're done. That's your episode.
Do we have October or February in fifth?"
February. Fuck you, John.
Okay, and this isn't even just because I dislike John. I'm gonna take you through February's opponents versus October's opponents, and then
Okay.
remind you, February is only one game ahead of October.
Yes, this is true.
February plays January,
Oh.
December, September, and July.
Oh.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
I will give them the benefit of the doubt and say they probably win one game. I can almost guarantee they're losing three. Then you compare that to October,
Okay.
who play May, who they
All
have a
right.
perfect counter against.
Yes, but it is.
March.
It is. Hold on. Sorry, T-Man. It is
Ah.
tall. You know he's always beaten October because you can't lose to a poverty franchise like October. But go on.
He's losing this week. I'm calling
I
it right
don't.
now.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know about.
May.
May.
No, no. I think May wins that. I've seen Joao beat Stefan in a 1v1 and actually have full control over him.
Joao, Tank, and Yellow Sub versus Rotus, Seymour, Stefan.
Oh, I didn't see the lineups. Okay, so
That's tight. That's actually going to be a close one. I gotta
think
keep an eye on that game. That sounds fun.
I'm going October wins that.
All right.
It doesn't matter. Then they play March.
Okay.
Should be a win, I think.
Yeah.
Very winnable game.
Yep.
August, not great but winnable.
Okay.
And then April, who they're beating.
Yeah. All right. So.
yeah.
Ooh.
They get two win. Even if, like, at the very least they get two, I think it's more realistic to say they probably get three, which is going to put them ahead of.
All right. I think what we're going to end up being saying is this is kind of October's to lose. I think they listen. If this is their best shot to finally make playoffs since last season.
October should not. There is not a situation where October shouldn't make playoffs because the team they are chasing has honestly has the hardest possible 4 games.
Yes.
Those are, in my opinion,
Yeah.
the 4 best
that is
teams
a
in the Big Ball
tough-
League.
I was supposed to say that is.
And
some
yes, I'm
tough
snubbing
games.
May. May is ass.
All right. listen. I think they take the. I think they do lose to May, only because if you listen, we've seen the magic from May. I do think they win it because it is May. Joao is Joao. We'll get that out of the way. However, I do think that October. Listen, I understand that they are the most top heavy team this league has ever seen. But if you have some of the best
But
players
that
in the league, you're still
top-heavy
going to
is
be pretty
damn
damn good. Like you're still a pretty damn good team.
They're losing to either January or December, whoever they end up playing. It's going to be January. But
Realistically, yes.
but yeah, we and then September just gets third by default just because
yeah.
Yeah,
again
that's kinda how it
September
is.
schedule, July they probably lose, November they win, February 50-50, and then they win like one game week 11. They have February and May.
I don't know.
They'll win
September
1-2.
September might be July. They're actually playing the usual trio that I expected them to play. I think last time they went with like Haley Townsend for some reason. I was like, what the hell am I looking at here? But yeah, I do think they could potentially win. Hold on just a sec.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, goodbye, Pep.
All
So
right.
we all agree October comes in fourth.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love that for the October franchise. That they have, it's been so rough for them ever since season 2.
Oh, it's just been honestly like I know we joke May is like the New York Jets of the Big Ball League. It's October.
I was just thinking that, like, they
Yes.
literally are the Jets. You win a early ring, and then your entire franchise just tanks after that, and you're just god awful for a long time.
Yeah, it is rough And I do feel bad because, like, actually, no, I don't, because you stole December's ring. That ring should have been ours.
Oh yeah,
I'm
look at that
I'm
roster
so
December had.
salty that Skib was taken out of the lineup. If we'd played Leo Skib, we would have won. If we just played Leo Skib throughout the playoffs, I guarantee you December wins that Super Bowl.
I think it was even worse when Snowball dropped Skibbity.
I know. Oh, dude. Imagine if we'd had if we have Leo Skib and then one of the two between Michael Shelby and Leonard, and not Leonard, Mustafa. If that we're the April trio, better than the April trio.
Oh, definitely.
Like it would have been. Which, I mean, granted, now at my tenure, that would put me in the Apollo position, but like, I'm totally fine with the Apollo position if it means that we have a ring or two.
It did feel like the December-October series was the Super Bowl of that season.
It was like you look at the rosters, the only team that could was in the same field. Like December and October were the only teams that could have had rosters that, like, even going back. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Schmaxel going back to season 2 with his knowledge that he has now, the only team that knowledge would make a difference on is December and October. Those are the actually no, not even October. Literally just December is where that knowledge from today would make any sort of difference whatsoever. December's the only team that could reliably rotate between speed tiers, that being mid and slow. Those are the no one else could do that. We had Leo and Michael Shelby for mid speed, then Skib Mustafa for slow, and then kind of Doc McQueen as a faster ish pick.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody's beating that.
Yeah, we were talking about season 2 December.
We did, yeah. Yep.
Please, June, miss playoffs.
Wait, hold up. Oh, Alex, did you tank against June as well?
That's a good question. We did not. Our
You
lineup against June is alcohol, Demarcus, and Pete Wheeler, which is the best one. It was the best one we could have played since we don't have Isaac.
Okay. Now with that, because of that, I think it finishes as it currently is.
You think so? I just realized my mic was quite muted for some time. But
Although
I didn't say anything.
we still could lose that one actually.
Okay,
So,
well,
who knows?
week 10, yeah, week 10 decides it for June. Because they play March and August.
Surely they'd have to win at least one of those, right?
If they lose both, it's game over.
It has to be, yeah.
They're eliminated. It's over. If they win both, they're in. They should be. Realistically, they should be in.
They'd have to fumble a bit, so...
Yeah, because I feel like all these teams have a bunch of games they could very well win or lose. August might be cooked. If
so?
August lose to June, they might be cooked because they have October.
Okay.
And then January.
Oh.
So, if August could very well miss the playoffs because they are only they're one game up. They're one game up on March, so they're 2 games up on June.
Yes. So realistically,
June
we still have
goes
4
3 and
weeks
1.
to go. Like, the only two, like, so May's the only team that's actually clinched so far. July is clinched, like, not entirely.
Yeah, all July needs to happen to 100% clinch is either they win one game
Or June
or
loses one.
June loses
Yeah.
one game,
I was
which
about
is
to
going to
say,
happen at some point. So we can say
there's an
July's
18
end.
point difference between July and June. It would be a damn miracle if June managed to get like,
Yeah.
if July didn't make it.
Yeah,
However,
because maximum swing to that is 24 points.
yes. And
So
to be fair, they still have to play August and March, who then would also have to lose a game. So it's a bit complicated. I think they end up getting in regardless. Now here's my question: if March does beat June, do they jump ahead of August?
given August's schedule, I'm gonna go yes.
You think so?
I can see that actually. Yeah.
Because who does March play? Hold on, I'm looking at the schedule. Oh, March plays January. Okay, March has January. So actually, no,
Nope.
because March plays June, October, January, December.
Oh God, that's
Although,
I'm
oh wait,
noticing
I will
a
say
trend
though,
here.
I will say though, I will say though about January here recently, they've been losing a little bit because Max was trying to help with the saving stuff. So I do wonder if like maybe they won't win all their
Do you
games.
think March is taking advantage of that? Though?
Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like,
March is not in a position, unfortunately. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on what team you're cheering for.
I was gonna say,
I mean, just
like,
play Isaac and you win.
true. The two losses that they have had as well. You look at the
How's
July
that work
game.
for
That
you
was
this
kind of
season?
lucky that it ended up being a 2v1 against Tony of all people. So that just ended up being lucky for us. Although I do like to rub the fact that I am the only coach with 3 wins against January in the last 2 seasons.
Crazy.
Yeah.
If they go back to
Crazy.
back, I'll get to raise a banner for something and be like, yeah, I was still pretty good at least.
You're gonna do what was it Vanderbilt or UCF did? Crown yourself national champions.
Yes, that's exactly what I'll do. I would crown myself
I
national
forget
champion.
which team was that? Was it Vanderbilt?
That was UCF.
It was okay. I knew it was one of the two. They're like the same school. So
So, now, do we think July passes May?
yes,
I think you can. Yeah.
Well, I think I can as well. I just don't. I don't trust myself. I don't think
you play November. So again, I think 3-1. You go in the final week, 2 weeks. You play December, September, November, February. I'd like to think you lose to me, but it's a close
I'd
one.
like to realistically say 2-2. I think we lose in December, and either if we win the September game, we lose in shit fashion to February, or if we lose to September, then we end up beating February. I think Romano put together a solid lineup there. That's just going to be a fun match, regardless. But
Yeah, that one I'm excited to watch. Just
better hope-
because anything could happen.
what happened?
You better hope Amy Han doesn't go on a rampage against you though.
Listen, multis have been known to do some funky things, so
Yeah.
it's in the back of my
And,
mind.
and
It's in
no
the back of my
coaches
mind.
across the league. That doesn't mean a multi. Throwing in a multi if you don't have a chance is a good strategy. Tall.
Ah,
Multis do not have some use.
Not anymore. I know they used to be like the chaos people, where like they were supposed to be meant for early game. Which listen,
back
I
during-
think it
During
can,
the era of when you're going against a team that is going for synergies, a multi is a good option.
yes,
But just that's not how the league operates anymore. Although there are some coaches who I know are very either don't know in even the slightest how to counter, or aren't trying to counter. They're not going for sins either. So
all right. So this is tough. I think the hot conference, that playoff bracket's gonna be funky because regardless of who that top 2 teams ends up being, whether it's May or July, they end up either facing August, who, yes, they've been a bit silent, but they still have a really fucking good team. They still have Luke Duke, by the way.
yeah, August could go to a Super Bowl. Like
We have March, who they've completely switched around their whole team, but like they are still a solid team. Like that roster is nothing to laugh at.
Yeah.
And
James
then you have
Peterson.
and then you have June, who has quite literally reincarnated the April team. That could be walking in as a 4th seed if we're not careful. So
Only to June beats May. June loses to July.
I'd like to
Same with
think that.
March. They
I would
beat May,
like to
lose to
think
July.
that same thing. I just don't like the idea of
August
yeah.
beats May. They're May's losing round one no matter who they play.
You think so?
Yes. Out of the three, I think every single one of them. We've known this. May's only real lineup is Chad Joao, and that's it.
No.
Throw in
The pick card,
whatever token third option you'll want.
Nathan
Nathan Rourke, yellow sub. Yeah, Nathan Rourke would be the best, but most elite mid-speed players in this league are beating him. But like, you have the best mid-speed trio of the ones, which is April. I'm not April. It is April. It's
Yeah.
Simon Henry Good. It is April. Then you have March, who have James Peterson, MRSB, and Marshall Landry. I think that should win.
It's like a watered down version, but that's still pretty good.
Yeah. And then August is honestly better than March, but were slightly less convenient to get to on the prohib list. But like they have Loop, who I know isn't mid speed, but he can. In this scenario, given how slow Chad and Joao are,
He can go
he
toe
can
to
act
toe
as
with
a
Chad,
mid-
and
yeah.
I think he could put up a good fight.
Yeah, and then they have Hansel and Redacted.
Yes.
That's lights out. I think May loses round. Honestly, ironically, July might be the best matchup for May.
They are. Mid
Yeah, July is the best matchup,
and
and it's
Caleb
not
aren't
gonna
going to do shit. Like that is
I guess April technically, but it's April.
Well, yeah, out of teams that could make the playoffs, and honestly, that might include like the cold conference as well.
I think it's funny. I think the hot conference bracket's actually going to be 90 times more interesting because, like, with the cold conference, like, January's going to win their first round.
Yeah, January, December win first rounds. January
I
beats
do think
December.
September, December is going to be entertaining, but at that point, like, it's such a clear path for, like, what's going to happen. The hot conference, anything could fucking happen. We could have, like, the amount of combos we can have for that conference final is fucking nuts right now.
Yeah, but realistically, it's either July, August, or July, June, or July, May. One of those.
July,
things.
August as a first rounder is actually sad. I feel
I
like
know.
those are the two teams that
want,
could put a fight against January.
That's
Max will agree.
honestly why. Well, honestly, what I'd be predicting right now is July, then May, then August, then June. Because looking at schedules, I think June is going to almost kind of stumble their way in. Just because, oh god, June plays November and April in the final week.
Oh shit.
You
So maybe
god.
it's not lights out if they lose to March and August. They can.
I mean, it should be realistic. Well, it puts August in because then August would be. If August beats June, they are. Well, not clinched, but
Yeah.
it would put August through, and it would require some March to lose to October, January. It would honestly, yeah, they could theoretically. Which I mean, I'd say June gets in either way, because I think June I think goes 3-1. They beat either March or August, one of the two, and then they'll beat both the two tanking teams.
No, don't say that. We need June to miss playoffs. I want that top four
I
pick.
want it to happen as well, but I don't think so.
Yeah, with that schedule, I can't expect it.
I think the gamble is going to pay off for Steven. And by that, I mean he's going to win the reward of getting bodied by July, because he has his only core is a mid-speed core.
In a perfect world, I sweep them, and I genuinely will get to declare myself the owner of June, because at that point, I don't know.
Honestly,
surely, right?
Pep, if I'm you, I'm cheering for this outcome there, because there's a decent chance you sweep them.
Yeah, at least we still get Roma pick 5 or something.
True. All right, so
Yeah, no, you're still in a good spot. But...
yeah, I think you win regardless. That's the thing.
And I mean, you get the
Isaac.
Isaac picks as well.
True.
Marchman.
This
So
was
it benefits you
win-win.
more. Yeah. Either you get to laugh at Steven, or you get draft picks.
That would be awesome. But March, I would love to make Super Bowl so we can get that round 1.
realistically, maybe. I don't know if they beat
Oh yeah, I'm
August.
dumb. I forgot how loans work.
Yeah, listen, the winners end up being April and November because of the loan picks they get from this, but you know. All right, so our next topic, biggest winners and losers from trades this season. What
Ooh.
teams have
I'm gonna be
won
real.
the most versus which teams have lost the most, whether it's trades or loans. I'll include that because we say that June throwing almost 2 round 1s at April for Henry Lawson, despite the fact that that's what most people would pay less to actually trade for the guy.
Um,
That's kind of
At least when I did my loan, I kept it within like a reasonable
yeah.
price. Like even if I give up the maximum I could, Scott McSauce is still. I'd still pay that for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's not a bad price. And the loan
Two
essentially
round ones
implies I
for
get a ring out
Henry
of it.
Lawson, bro. That's crazy.
And like
I got,
again, it's for a tier they're already elite in. Like if anything, they should have been going for Scott.
They should have gone for Scott.
They should have gone for Scott an elite fast player.
I mean, it's hard to come by those, so I don't blame him for not going fast. But they could have just gone with Scott and called it a day. Well, I don't know if Steven doesn't like Scott. That might be it. I forget there are like some really big Scott
I think
haters in
we
this
all
league for some reason.
well, people are still wrapped up in the whole. Oh, he was the first overall pick. He's not, which I agree. That draft he shouldn't have been.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, the numbers he put
But
up, I've said it before, the numbers he put up, it made, like, best example is Alexi Lafreniere. He's my favorite player. He was so hyped up, it would have been dumb for the Rangers not to take him first overall. He's not been the best player in that draft. It's the same here with the numbers that Scott had in that combine. It would have been stupid for March to not pick him.
who was the best player from that draft?
Stefan. Or are we talking
No,
about
I'm talking.
yeah, it was Isaac. I'm gonna say Isaac.
Oh,
Fuck you, back shots.
I wish I didn't look at the 2020 draft.
You got Cole Perfetti that draft, right?
Could have had Seth Jarvis.
Yeah, we
You're talking about
we all skipped
oh, you were
that
talking
step.
about hockey. Okay, I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about hockey.
don't worry about it. It's like a
Could've
good
not.
comparison because like on my team that I cheer for, we have the human embodiment of Scott McSauce, and he is my favorite player. So maybe that's why I have a soft spot for Scott McSauce. But that's just me.
Subconsciously, maybe.
Hold up.
Oh, okay. What were we talking
But
about again?
we were going to talk about winners and losers. Then we went on the Scott McSauce tangent for like the
Oh
12th
yes.
time on the show.
So winners and losers. Okay, so a loser is definitely October because that's the Fawn trade.
You think so? Listen, it is Stefan.
Listen, they fucked their future with that
This
though.
is
Like,
so true. I think if they made a trade to like savor at least round like picks for this draft, they would have been okay. But it's just like after this, like, what do they got?
Yeah, like you can't even argue it's an all-in push because not only did they not go all in, because getting Stefan's a piece that you add if you're going all in, but Stefan is not the piece to go all in with. You can't. There is no the piece.
Yeah,
There's no one player you can add that just makes you a Super Bowl contender.
yeah.
And even if they'd kept their picks this season, the fact they have Stefan would still fuck them, just in the opposite direction. Is that having Stefan is going to make you too good, where those picks aren't going to be as valuable.
I'm also inclined to say that February somehow also lost the trade market.
February also lost, yeah.
Because how
Yeah,
do you have
because-
that many picks and then fucking fling them around for fucking nothing,
Yeah,
bro?
they didn't loot their pick situation. They didn't. It wasn't the Stefan trade that lost. It was everything else.
Matt Dunstone. Oh my gosh.
Rares for around 2 people. I didn't
Matt
play him
Dunstone.
since January of last season.
Dude,
That was the last time I played him.
I'm over here for, like usable mid-speed players. Like everyone wants them, and I'm like, here I have Gwen Barton, a nice usable a solid mid-speed player. And everyone's like, I'll give you a round 4. I'm like,
I mean,
dude,
was supposed to
And
say,
you're just giving up round twos for rares.
and then I use that round 2 to get Mal Lewis, which is a nice upgrade to our mid core. And I
Yeah,
haven't
no, it's
played him yet, so he's going to be a free save, so I'll get to keep him around for a little while. So at least we'll have somewhat kind of a depth. That's not gonna kill me later on because it wasn't even my pick. It was for rares. I gave up rares for Mal Lewis. That sounds good.
yeah, exactly. Mal Lewis safeguards, so you'll have something mid speed that you can add to for trades with trades.
Exactly. Um, dare I say, who else lost? I mean, like, I think those are just the big two losers, but at the same time, like,
Yeah.
you're not. I wouldn't say so.
No, oh wait, I thought we were
No,
moving
no.
on to one.
Oh
Okay.
no.
A loser. Trying to think. Maybe June because of the loan with Henry.
Yeah, but we just make fun of them. I mean, like, we have to
No,
wait to see if
June-
it doesn't. If they miss playoffs, 100%. But if it does work out for them, maybe not.
If they make the
Oh,
playoffs, they're
fair
still
enough.
losing.
They are
Well, if
giving
they
up
make
2
the
round ones, so
playoff-
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. They get at the end of the day, they gave up 2 round 1s for a player they don't get to keep. There are very few players in this league that are worth 2 round 1s, even if you do get to keep them.
I was supposed to say we saw.
And you can almost 100% guarantee that both of those picks turn into a player that is equal to, if not better than Henry Lawson.
Oh, how about this one? Is March a winner or a loser? They made so
Yeah.
many trades. I forgot
Yeah.
They're kind
about
of
them.
both, honestly. They're kind of
Yes.
both. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, the answer is just
Yes.
yes. No, unfortunately, they're in the same position where
I've never seen so many moves just go sideways.
I know, like, you would expect, like, to when they're trading that for that many assets, you would kind of expect a contender, which honestly they would be if they had Schmaxel coaching or a coach who's trying to counter.
Yeah, dude. I think the funniest part is if they just kept Scott, I feel like they'd be a lot better right about now. I hate
If
to
they
say
could
it.
do,
I really do.
Isaac, James Peterson, and Scott.
Oh my god.
Oh
that
my
That's a
would've been
trio
God.
that could beat
terrible.
January. That
Yo.
trio could genuinely beat January.
That is
That is-
disgusting.
Yeah.
Winners. I feel like there's been quite a limited amount of winners. I think
You wanna know
December
you
being
wanna
one
know-
of them. That's kind of an obvious.
You want to know who I
Which-
think is the biggest winner?
Who?
I think it's April. I kind of think it's April.
Like,
No,
because
I
of the
agree,
loans?
actually.
I could see it.
Yeah, no, they get a bunch of loan picks,
Yep.
and they for the future to build off of. They have Edwin Murray and Hingle McCringleberry, which is not a bad place to start a fast forward.
I'm not giving
It's
you Hingle
not.
McCringleberry.
Hingle
I'm not giving
is
you
an
no.
option.
I'm not giving you Hingle
Third piece in a
McCringleberry.
fast score, which they gave up, which they got for cheap. Third piece in a fast court. Odds are he never plays a game. But in
He
a
better not.
situation where you're going up against 3 mid-speed players, if that situation arises, Hingle is not a bad option.
Yes, he is.
You take an elite, give them an elite fast player through the draft, which they'll almost certainly get given the amount of picks they have.
True.
How many teams in this league have a better fast score than them? 3.
3.
Yeah, 3. 3, given the fact that Alex Ramirez is retiring. 3.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
So they are not in a bad spot when it comes to their fast score. They'll still have Henry Lawson next year, and they also have Nika now, which again, not a bad place to start your mid-speed
John,
core off.
what the fuck were you doing when you dropped her? What was the idea, man? That was stupid. Like, she's a solid mid piece. Like, she's not even that. Like, I've never just seen. What was the
How
what was
is
the
this
plan?
team 9-9?
That's what I'm saying, bro. This team shouldn't be 9-9. It's just it's annoying.
And then like they have if Apollo can learn, just learn as much as he can in the offseason, soak up everything. As soon as his season ends, he just needs to learn from everyone, ask questions, like DM coaches who are in the playoffs, asking them what their thought process is. Do that, learn everything you can, be a sponge, Apollo. Then use your draft picks wisely. Just take best player available regardless of speed tier. You will be fine. April is in a good place to bounce back next season.
Yeah, dude. DM me once the draft comes up, bro. You have no idea how much I scouted for the last draft, so I'll know who's good, hopefully. Although with the first overall pick at that point, just take the best player that's there.
Yeah,
That's
no
ignore
matter
your plans for that.
Yeah, April first overall pick, best player available regardless of speed tier. Then afterwards, you kind of work through. They really need one more player for each speed tier.
Which they could realistically get, I think.
Yeah, you could, with the picks they have, they can realistically get a solid core in every tier. Then maybe they trade for like one piece. Like there's going to be people teams are selling. There's going to be saving things,
No, they're
right?
gonna fuck up their tank.
Do we think November's a winner or no? Dude, like, can we put November in the same category because of that? They do have 4 first rounders. September has 4 first rounders. Oh my god, I forgot Romano absolutely like just grabbed a bunch of first rounders for fun. They are also definitely winners. I'm sorry, Romano. I forgot you pulled your masterclass off again.
Yes, September are winners, November are winners just because of the picks. And September's honestly the biggest winner in my opinion, just because they still have a solid team. They managed to both have a solid team this year and also go to next season with probably one of the best rosters in the Big Ball League.
I was about to say, it's like,
Yeah.
I remember Romano's like, oh man, we have like all these people retiring. I'm like, you have enough picks to just replace them. Like, it works out.
Yeah, and like they'll still have Angela.
They'll still have Medusa. Maybe not. No, Medusa.
No, not Medusa. They'll have Angela and Darian. Those are the only 2 pieces from this year I feel like are going to truly matter. You know, they'll have Cucurella, Yolana as that third slow piece. They'll have Adalberto. Romano's a great scout. That is his by far his biggest strength as a coach, is just his ability to evaluate players.
He got Wilson as the 3rd pick, right?
Yeah, well, that was most because no one knew about Fast, and he was the only one going for Fast.
That's
But I mean,
nuts.
still to be able to go, and again, he scouted every player in free agency to build that August team. Like, we forget that all those players were undervalued. Like, at the time, that August roster looked like shit because none of us had any idea what these players can do.
And then he got Julian for fucking nothing. Good job, June. Was that Steven?
You mean
Or
August?
was that Argo at that point?
That was Steven. But that was like
Oh, wait, I'm
first.
blanking
That
out.
was,
Why did I say August?
Why? Listen, to be fair, I can't
What is
blame
the-
him as much because at the time we didn't know that Julian was going to be that good. I remember every time we talked
no.
about Julian, it was, if he doesn't leave instantly, he's really good.
which I mean is the case for every player in this league.
I
So
was gonna say,
that's
for most
not really
fast players, that is very true. Any other big teams that, like, January is just January. February was a loser.
Yeah, January didn't win or lose most because they didn't do anything major.
March
Like it was most
March is a yes.
March was a
yes.
April's a winner.
March was in March.
April's a winner.
May.
And I
May.
know people
Oh wait, hold on, May. Dude, if May
Loser.
wins the Super Bowl, then
loser. They're not. They're getting. They're again. We've been over this. They're getting knocked out round 1 no matter who they face. They've now have nothing to build off of. They have
yeah.
Joao's gone.
Yep.
They're literally Joao's gone. Tank's gone.
Oh.
They're literally just going to be left with a worse version of the team they have right now,
Oh no. And no picks
Which
to
is-
back it up either.
and they are left holding the bag.
You think they trade
They
Chad
just-
Brosky for something?
No, they should. They should honestly at this point. Trading Chad Broski is their only move to win within the next ever. But I don't think they're going to do that. They're too unfortunate. They're too proud. I think they're too attached to Chad Broski.
I don't blame them, to be fair. Like, I refused
Yeah, no.
to give up Jan, and it worked out for me, so.
Which I mean, yeah, that you didn't need to. Like, I don't think you were ever in a position where you needed to. You just need. again, you were in a position where you could afford to make, where you had the capital to make the smart moves, the
True.
smart buying undervalued pieces, just building slowly. May can't do that because they don't have the pieces to move for it. They even the undervalued players, they're not grabbing them because there is no capital that they have.
Buckle up, May fans.
Yep.
Unless someone's gonna throw a huge offer for Chad, it's gonna be quite the ride. All
Yeah,
right.
they're the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh. Uh,
If October is the New York Jets, May is the Cleveland Browns, because the Browns had that one season with Baker Mayfield.
oh yeah, they were just magically good for some reason.
Yeah, they were magically good for one season, and then they sucked again.
Yeah.
That's May.
So
They got robbed in the playoffs, by the way, against Kansas City. I will never back that down.
June, we're saying, is more on the losing side.
June's a loser. If they had give the same capital up for Scott or Darian, who was also an option to be loaned, then or Isaac, although we didn't really know about loans at that point, but do any of that, then they would have been a winner.
I think July and August fall in the same category where like they're winners, but just like slightly. They either didn't do too much or it was just like you kind of forgot they did trades.
Yeah. The July and August, it was the small moves. There wasn't anything that drastically shifted their teams.
Except for like one major trade. And then like it's slightly controversial because of what they sent over. With July, that's the Mambo trade. August, that's the Luke Duke trade because they did.
Even the Mambo trade, I don't feel like having Mambo puts you in significantly better of position. You were better off significantly, but this season right now with how things played out, I think things play out very similarly. Again, it's slight. Like it was the difference between you having like 10 wins instead of the 12 you have now. Like that's I think the difference.
I was about to say, I think
It's very
with Gold Ship, we don't win every single game that we have there, but we still win most of them.
Yeah. It's which I'm and that is not a bad thing, right? Like August. August, I think it was more so about the picks they got.
This is true.
So like, you got better now. August got better 2 seasons from now, which I feel like is what we have been saying about August every single week since
Unfortunately,
Ghost
yes.
took over. We're saying we keep delaying it. It's kicking
However-
the can down.
However-
August is perpetually kicking the can down the road.
I will give him credit. He definitely fixed his trigger finger with the trades. I am
Mhm.
super happy that he kept most of that team around.
Team Shadow.
I know, it's amazing.
That's a big ass shadow.
And he's
Yeah.
blue!
Let's go.
Look at that.
Okay, but yeah, then September biggest winners. October
Losers.
losers.
December winners.
November winners by less, and December, yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say I'm a loser, but it's been this again. I haven't done anything massive. I haven't done anything insane.
You got
It's just
Zorak.
been kind of ever so slightly improving. It's just going where.
Listen, T-Man, in all fairness, you did take a team that was worse in the league, and now you're only one game behind January. That's already enough to say, hey man, you're doing a lot. I think you're a clear winner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I absolutely am.
I do have one question. Are you?
What's up?
Does that make you like the most improved team? Because I just realized what other team that had like the first overall pick actually ended up doing well the next season.
November.
That's tr-
Kind of. Well, I mean, okay. Yes, from season 2 to season 3.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I think
Okay, since in the era of playing the number of games we do right now, in that era, I think this is probably the biggest single season turnaround. So that would be season 4 and beyond. So starting at because season 3 we played the 24 games, season 2 was like 11, I believe.
yeah, season 2
11,
we still had we
26.
still only did half the games.
Yeah. So
All right, so our
I was gonna mention like going back at like the November, like if we like won trading this season, I did think there was one trade that we kind of lost in. It was the Seawolf trade. I do kind of regret it now.
I I understand it. It was like it was a necessary move, but I remember looking at it at the time, and I feel like, especially with how much demand was going on for Seawolf, I was expecting you to get a lot more out of it.
Yeah, at least we got
The
around
part
one
is
and around
people
two.
were
But
acting like, oh, team, because because of the memes, people were like, oh, Team Man's gonna be pissed. Team Man, I'm like, no, I literally could have. That offer was presented to me. Like, I weighed that, honestly, for
Listen,
a.
I will say, what the other people in this league say has drastically like actually paved the path for certain trades. I'm telling you right now, if people didn't hate on Scott McSaw so much, I think he would still be a March Magic.
Mhm.
That's how it works.
yeah, I could see that.
I like I said, I don't think Scott's a bad player. I think he just wasn't the right pick. But at that point, we didn't know yet. That was like with the numbers he had, it would have been weird if they didn't. Like at that point, if they picked Stefan first, we would have thought
We
we would
would
have
have, yeah,
thought
we would have
Rhodes
called
was
it.
had future sight.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, no one was saying that. Well, actually, at the time, I would have said that, but
I would have thought he
I
had
would have
future
said
sight.
Scott. Yeah, well, and that was again mostly just I was, which I think says something about how good I was at that point without realizing it. Because I was just didn't have I had one season of being an AC under my belt. I hadn't really started fully helping Harry with lineups until literally the playoffs. And going into that scouting, I just identified, oh, yeah, no, I had Stefan as my best player.
I was to say it's nice to see our humble beginnings as coaches. I actually took
That's
a
it,
look
yeah.
back. I took a look back at my first lineup I put in for July. You want to know what it was?
Okay.
I want to hear this.
It's like I'm sorry, boys. It's actually embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. So we lost to that October team. By 2. I played Jan, Himi, Neutron, and Elia Rosario.
Oh, right. I remember making fun of you for that at the time.
This was
Okay,
back.
That was the first time I interacted with you, was laughing at you for playing
This,
Elias.
this was the first time that I did a lineup, and this was at a point where I still used to believe that if they just had the same stats in speed, dexterity, agility, that they would play the same way. So I used to think Elia Rosario was just like the same as whoever had that same kind of speed, which I think would have been Seawolf at that time. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Because we didn't have Doc anymore, so he was like our Doc replacement. And then Jan was just Jan, so.
Listen, I can't give you too much fault for that. I feel like we were all in that position when we started.
You know what I realized?
I mean, I was never in that spot, but like I totally get just when you're just starting out, that is an totally understandable thought process.
You know what I actually realized? That trio right there actually could have been a prelude to the bread and butter trio, because Benton Digsby is basically that lower speed that Seawolf and or Elia would fit into. We still had Doc, which replaces Himi, and we still had Jan from that whole time. So I was telling the future guys just in a horrible way. We just didn't know it yet.
I love how the different like Pep is like, oh yeah, I thought Elia Rosario was good. I'm like, yeah, I got peer pressured into not trusting myself on Stefan being elite.
All right. So speaking of our stupid coaching decisions or our smart ones from T-Man, Alex, I mean, you've been in this league a lot longer than when we have been. So, have you had any fun stories from when you started as a coach?
Well, I was dealing with Buffalo. That was great.
You know what? He's had a worse experience than the two of us combined already. I would have played that lineup 20 times before I had to deal with Buffalo.
Oh, you know what? When I first started, November GM and I were getting like shit from BBL Times like all the time because he just hated November.
So you had to deal with both of them?
Yeah, we literally. I mean, so Buffalo was in the organization and Times like kind of outside of it because he just would he just like kept on shitting on us and like trying to humiliate us throughout the whole community. Like sending some of November GM's messages on his Instagram story about like he his lack of AI knowledge or something. Like we had to deal with a lot back then during the whole Scuba Doo trade stuff.
Oh
I'm
God.
very glad that trade worked out the way it did, because
Oh yeah.
holy,
Oh man, if that trade hadn't worked out, honestly, I don't think you're still in this
That
community
is very
because
fair.
we
okay, wait,
probably would have bullied you out at
I
this
will
point.
I will say at that time I was actually considering leaving like before the season started, season three. I was actually like kind of close to doing that. I'm very grateful I didn't though.
We are too. We're very happy you didn't do
No,
it.
but okay,
Yeah,
so yeah,
thank
if
you.
that trade had not worked out, mm,
All right. So, good lord, that is terrible. I think I'd play Elia Rosario into June 20 times before I have to do what you had to do. That's
no,
awful.
I'd trade Leo for a fourth round pick before I have to deal with Buffalo in times.
I put January. I put
Yeah.
Jan to free agency before I do that.
Yep.
All right. So speaking of coaches, thank you Romano first off for this great suggestion. This was really good. What do coaches need to do to get to the next level? One major adjustment, and we can't say nothing for anyone, which includes Schmaxel.
Maxwell needs to ascend to godhood. That's
It-
the only. That's
Yeah,
literally seeing
he just has to
being
stick
able to
to
physically see the future.
just stick to
Might
commissioning.
gen-
um, I actually don't know with Schmaxel. I feel like I don't know.
Like,
'Cause
again, he would. But besides gaining supernatural powers,
what else is
what
there?
can you do?
What can?
Yeah, like
You're blue again.
I'm blue
I
again.
you know what I think he should do?
I'm scared to. I'm
I
scared
think
to hear this answer, Alex. I'm sorry.
I think he should just stop being German.
Not true.
That's a
That's true.
great answer. Great answer.
He should no. He should invite us all to his wedding.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, yes,
Dude,
he should.
have a tablet on one of the chairs and we'll all jump in a little call. That'd be awesome. No, but in reality, so the way I look at coaching, I feel like there's three simple moves. There's three simple parts to being a coach, and I feel like that Schmaxel kind of just covers all grounds here. So number one is motivation, which is have a reason to win, which I think most coaches in this league do, apart from a few. Robes.
Most.
Robes.
Most.
Robes. I'm looking at you, bro.
Robes.
Although he's not a coach, so I won't count it. But yeah, motivation is number one, which I feel like most teams here are, most coaches here are motivated to see their team do well, or at least make their team good. Number two is tactics, and I don't think anyone really has it better than Schmaxel. The dude quite literally wrote the book on coaching.
Yeah, he wrote the best guide that we have.
And then number three is just gut instinct, which is like, if you have that, so this is the way I explain it. If you have a gut feeling that maybe X player would work better than Y player, even though on paper Y player would work more, I just say go with your gut instinct, because if you don't go with gut instinct and you lose, you feel terrible. If you do go with it and you lose, it's like, all right, well, whatever. It's just I just had a feeling.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think Schmaxel just knows so much that he almost doesn't have to think. Like he's can literally just go based off what his gut says is going to be correct, and it's 99% of the time it's going to be right.
I almost wonder if he knows something that he's just not fucking telling anyone. I just wonder if there's some little nuance that he
You know,
knows.
That is genuinely
I
like
would
something
not-
he's withholding even from Thunder.
I would not blame him though. In all fairness,
No.
if I found the perfect formula, I wouldn't be telling anybody.
No.
Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure.
If I discovered countering, I wouldn't tell people. I would just pretend it was and on that's where Schmaxel's a better person than me.
Yeah.
I would have just pretended it was synergies. Because the thing is, like what Romano said at the time, I remember this, is that was the season January was countering, was the only time ever that January has actually found reliable synergy duos.
And we forgot even the other part
Ever.
that he actually gets to do is coaching, and that's trading. He doesn't even have a fault in that either. That dude, I don't know what he says to just conjure the magic of getting some people
He's
to trade
he's
ridiculous prices.
he's too good. The issue is he's just too good of a coach.
I think.
That's
Listen, I
it.
think people see how much ball knowledge he has, and they take that for granted. So when he gives them an offer, they
Yeah,
think it must be a good
yeah.
deal.
When he tells them it's worth it for you, people take it. Like even I'm guilty of this. I know this, and I was guilty of it early in the season. I don't know what I was thinking giving him that round two for the all those round threes.
No, I just kind of gave him my word for that. That wasn't him just saying it was a good idea. That was just me saying, listen, I kind of owe you. Here you go.
Yeah, and you owed him,
I
right?
owed him a
Oh
favor.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you owed him. I owed
I
him.
also I also I
You
also
also
owed it.
did that.
And you owed him. I, I have no excuse.
I don't know what I think you got the most round threes out of that, though. If I'm not mistaken, you got the most round
Which is
threes.
yeah, I did, yeah.
So technically, me and
I
Alex
lo-
got played.
Oh yeah, Evan Mason for 3 round threes.
I know. It would be enough to trade for two Evan
So
Masons.
Evan Mason for a round two is what we're saying, right, guys?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Imagine what I could do in this league if I had two Evan Masons.
Oh wow. So, what do we do for Schmaxel? Do we actually have like a legitimate major adjustment he can make?
Literally, only thing would be somehow develop a mathematical formula for calculating things. That's literally which again I'm not convinced he doesn't have.
I would not be
I
surprised.
am not. Yeah, and again, like the fact that he is so openly telling people about countering tells me
He knows something.
that he knows something we don't.
The worst part is it's such a mean thing to think about because it's like Schmaxel's a nice dude.
I know, he is a
wouldn't
nice guy,
Do
but,
that,
like,
would he?
I-
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think he would. But just it's so difficult for me to process someone who does things so differently to me from how I would do it. Because again, as I said, I have countering. I'm just playing it off like I'm just. Oh yeah, I'm just looking for synergies, dude. Like that's all that's happening here.
Okay. I guess maybe I wouldn't say go with your gut more. Maybe try to have fun. Could have had a cool fast versus fast core instead. I ended up kicking your ass.
Yes,
Yeah.
stop. Let
Stop
your
trying.
gaggle, let your gaggle of ACs loose. Like, let people loose. Just get rid of them all.
Well, I mean,
Stop.
To be fair, it kind of was his. I was supposed to say it was the AC's idea not to do the fast v fast core. So I think Schmaxel
Yeah.
actually. So that's
Well-
not even Schmaxel thing. That's a
Yeah,
Thunder
I know.
thing. That's a Thunder
Thunder,
thing.
have more fun. Thunder, be more fun.
Yeah, you French frog. Yeah, you know what?
Thunder.
That's the adjustment. Stop being friends with the French. You're German. That's not how that works.
Oh yes, exactly.
Yeah, stop being friends with the French.
You don't have to stop being German or stop being German with the French.
Yes.
You know.
Stop being German or stop being German around French. Oh, wait. We can't let Thunder onto a coaching staff with Harry. Because every time the French and the Italians work together or anything, they just sweep.
Okay.
We can't let the French and the Italians work together.
Okay, so this is listen. This segment is good because we get to go from like the worst person to do this with to the best person to do this with, and that's John. Oh boy, do we have time for John.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Let's go through the three cores again. We got motivation. His top priority currently is to beat July and December, not to make playoffs.
Yeah,
Beat
no,
July
not
and
because
December.
Yeah, like it would be one thing if he's like, I believe focusing on beating July and December because those are my two hardest matchups, which they aren't even, but because he has January in there. But like you could justify. I can think of right now. Okay, well I'm not beating January and July and December are the two best teams I play. Other than that, so if I focus on them and I win those two games, I'm pretty much guaranteed to make the playoffs.
Yeah, no. He starts the statement by going, "I don't give a shit about making playoffs." I'm like, what are you doing
If
here,
he had
man?
left that out there, I would have totally understood.
Yep.
And not just because he has he has unreasonable beef with me and you for no reason. I think he's still upset we haven't let him back on Ball Banter.
I don't regret it.
That might be the reason.
And then up next, let's talk about John's tactics, or lack of, for that matter. How many fucking lineups you missed, John?
That's the issue, and like that's the issue is it. We can't critique the thought process because I don't think the thought process is there. Listen, I play into John. I play two fast players.
Yeah,
What does he play?
two mid-speed players.
Scuba Doo,
Yeah.
and then Frederick Adebayo
Okay.
and Mustafa.
What?
I mean, Mustafa is the right choice there. But
Yeah,
good
Mustafa's the
lord.
right choice. And I played Alvin. So literally his best option. What I was concerned about that he would do, this was my concern. That he would go if you replace Frederick with either Jezza or
Arden. I think he still
Arden.
is. Yeah.
Honestly, I think the best lineup would have been Jezza, Arden, Mustafa. Leave Scuba out.
Yeah. I was gonna say my lineup. I doubled up on Scuba. In my eyes, he was the bigger threat. So what I did was Jan. Oh no, I did mid because I was expecting him to do Mustafa and Scuba, whatever. So I did mid for Mustafa, and then I did Nessie Mambo because they have a lot better of a DA than Jezza or Arden. So in that case, if he does play that, fine. But instead, he forgets the fucking lineup. I think either you or Yosito, Alex. It was either you or Yosito.
Which also comes up to the motivation thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
you guys
literally.
All lineups are now done. Like, we are done for the season. About multiple hours later, this fucker goes, February Flamingos versus July Jackalopes. This guy, this guy. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
All regular 10-19.
Oh my
All
gosh.
regular season lines beyond this point are considered invalid. Then at 17:29, 7 hours and 10 minutes later,
Oh, boy.
this guy's and it's not like there had been a bunch of messages. The only message in between these things was Romano. Was a one-line message from Romano.
And
This
so-
is why reading is important, people.
Yeah. Here's the best bit. His lineup now ends up becoming Mustafa, Scuba, and unarmed.
Mustafa Jezza.
And
Je-
unarmed boys.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
They've played a
Which
near
I mean,
perfect
given what he would have.
anti-counter.
Yeah, no, it's
Right.
literally Mustafa Scuba. I mean, unarmed's useless, but
Unarmed is so
Mustafa
fucking
Scuba, that's as good as he could have done. Cause like Scuba beats. Well, ignore unarmed. Let's replace unarmed in that lineup theoretically with Jezza or Arden.
Okay, I mean that's good.
Because Jezza or Arden beat mid.
Yes.
They have some chance against Nessie.
Yes.
Both lose to Mambo.
Correct.
But like there's like I think like 35 to 40% chance against Nessie. And then you have Scuba who beats mid.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Mustafa who beats both Mambo and
Oh,
Nessie.
for sure. Yeah.
That is good. That is really good. But he wouldn't have done that. If he had done his lineup on time, because unfortunately now we know this, which we usually don't. He goes Mustafa, Jezza, Frederick. What is this man's obsession with Frederick?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Frederick is usable. But Frederick, this is not a player. It's not like Frederick. I get
Listen.
it based off speed, but genuinely,
You want to talk about that third bit of gut instinct? That dude's got a gut and a half with some of the players that he's been wanting.
yeah.
For some
To be
reason.
fair, that is probably of your three. That is the one area he knows.
He's got gut
He is-
instinct for sure.
He has got gut. The issue is gut instinct when you don't have any knowledge. His gut isn't acting. His gut is acting based off of where the direction a fart blows in the wind.
His gut's acting up like he had too much Taco Bell. Like, that's his gut right now.
His gut is not acting based off of actual knowledge. Like when Schmaxel's gut says something, it's based off the AI knowledge he has. When my gut says something, it's based off the AI knowledge I have. When your gut says something, it's based. But you need the AI knowledge, otherwise the gut becomes useless because the gut is going to tell you, oh, Eddie Wells was good once.
John's gut knowledge is, man, that seafood I ate wasn't too good. Let me go pick up rares today.
Dude.
They got
And then, of course, when it comes to being a likable guy, even that. So, John, okay, first thing, number one thing, I would go for John. Number one thing, pick a damn direction and stick with it. The ability to pick your direction and go, this is what I am doing, this is what's happening. I'm not going to do anything else. Pick it and stick with it.
I've never seen a team that at one point it's like, oh, they fixed their future, and then somehow it's missing
No, they
again.
haven't. Yeah, I know. John, just literally, it's February's a cycle. They're constantly, they're the only team I've ever seen to go from tanking to contender to tanking to contender to tanking again all in one season. Like, it's like every 2 weeks. Again, this guy is the butterfly effect in a sports franchise.
remember the two Simon trades last season?
There was a
True.
point in time they had Simon, Loop, and Stefan. That trio could have murdered the league and then this dude got peer pressured into trading away Simon and Loop, and managed to still not have a future after that. I don't know how you make that go horribly wrong.
And the Stefan trade, he's like, oh, and immediately after he's like, well, I'm one of the richest people in the league. I'm blue again. I'm one of the richest people in the league. And then it's just not.
And then he gives that away to for Matt Dunstone.
And Frederick, I guess.
And Gretel, like Gretel's good. Gretel's a good acquisition. Not if you're rebuilding. Are you rebuilding or are you not, John?
I've just never.
Why did you trade for Mustafa Khan?
Quick reminder: this team is still 9-9. It's not like this team.
Guys.
Like if you went to a non-fan and you explained this whole story and you asked them what their record should be, you would think they would be the next April. You'd say, yeah, fucking 4-14. Yeah, no, these guys are 9-9 in a playoff spot.
Explain what every team has done this season, what every team has done, and you go blindly to a fan, tell them these are all the records of all the teams, tell them what they have done, tell them a bit about their history, they would put February as April.
Or November. Every time. There's no sane person that's having them in a playoff spot with the story of this team.
Yeah. Which, and again, also says a lot about where John is, where February is, and how much John is holding February back. I think a competent coach would have won a Super Bowl in John's tenure at February.
Maybe, I don't know. They could contend at least, but with January there, and with November, those couple of years,
they would have been up. They would have been Cape. It would have been a three-way race instead of a two-way race, or it would have been a three-way race instead of the 2+1 we had with December there. December was only ever good enough to play spoiler to November. And only November. We were just
that.
Yeah. I miss those days when November and December just knew each other so well that it.
God, I've just never seen. I've never seen a man with such confidence in his team when 90% of the wins that man has been purely based on luck, and the fact that he's got two players that won't be there next season, by the way. So I don't know what kind of fucking team you're gonna be looking at with February.
Great. It's again worse because like he has no slow. Does he have picks? Like he has no picks.
Not that I remember.
Let me go look at the draft pick.
He has a third for this season. He has a third rounder and 2 fourths.
Wait, did the draft pick sheet get updated?
Probably.
No, it did. I don't think it has actually.
Yes, they have even less. They have even less now, if that's the case, most likely. But yeah,
probably given it's John, yeah, they almost certainly have a less.
Yeah, just looking at that, in what world do you say like, oh yeah, this seems to be a good playoff team? No, I've never seen a team so driven into the dirt by one man.
Yeah. John to the February Flamingos, I don't even have a comparison in any sport. Like I have never seen, like it is unfathomable. Like there have been coaches who help hold their teams back that I can name. There have been
Hugh Jackson.
okay, but yeah, except the Browns were not gonna be the even Bill O'Brien on the Texans, which is ironic because John's a fan of the Texans, so he should know.
Well, but how do you think? That's where he got it from, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have our answer. We have our
The
answer.
Texans
Oh,
son is
you know who-
emulating Bill O'Brien.
Oh, you know who John is?
Except the issue with that is Bill O'Brien's actually a damn good coach. He just is a horrid GM. John's both horrid. He's horrid at both. John is like if Adam Gase and Bill O'Brien had a baby.
Wait, what were you saying, Alex?
He's Nathaniel Hackett.
Oh, that's being mean to Nathaniel Hackett.
Listen, no, Nathaniel
At least-
Hackett tortured me in 2022.
What about Matt Canada?
Who the fuck is that?
The
that
guy
was
in
the
Pittsburgh.
Steelers'
That was the
offensive
Steelers'
coordinator.
offensive
Well, no,
coordinator.
except the Steelers aren't good. So
True.
no, the February's later the Steelers.
Oh my God, they are! Oh my God, they are! Holy shit, they are!
Words
They're
cannot
the
describe the
Pittsburgh
hate I have for
Steelers.
Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin should be nowhere near in the conversation for even good head coaches. Mike Tomlin is a bad coach. He's ass. He was always ass. He was never good. He was gift wrap one of the most talented teams in the history of any sport ever. And he did jack fucking shit. All because he can't hire coordinators, he cannot delegate, he cannot control the egos in his locker room. He's just a shitty coach in all aspects. And the fact he never had a losing record is a blight upon anything that is good.
John takes that and then adds an even worse general managing career with it.
Yeah, no, John's Mike Tomlin. John is Mike Tomlin. John is a combination of Mike Tomlin and his coordinators.
All right. Do we stop
Also
shitting
Mike
on
McCarthy.
John, or do we have?
We could also compare him to Mike McCarthy. Because think about it, Mike McCarthy has had some success because he was carried by Aaron Rodgers.
So basically, what we're getting at, John, is that you need to fix fucking everything. It's everything.
First thing, pick a direction and stick with it. Whether that's your rebuilding, whether that's your contending, one of the two. You can't do both, and you certainly can't alternate.
If your
between them.
one and only priority is only to beat July and December,
That's true. Actually, I'd go care. Start either step down as head coach or start caring, because yeah, like you can't pick a direction, stick with it if you don't care enough to pick the direction. So yeah.
I can imagine. You know what? I would totally set up a challenge if we still had a fan base. I would argue I could take a random February fan, and I would guess in one season with the right training they'd be able to do a better job than John does.
Yeah. At the very, like, even by knowing you don't know. And that's the thing. That's, I think, where Apollo's getting it. He knows he doesn't know these things, so he's not trying to coach like he does.
All right.
That's, I think, what John needs to learn, and B, care, and C, don't act like you're Schmaxel when you're John.
All right. So let's move on to another coach that I wouldn't say this is like a long list, but there's definitely, I think people could like pick out certain things.
It's
Hassler.
it's a similar thing to John, except he's better at everything. Right?
Haskell
He's like,
trades too much.
Yeah, I think that's just his one thing. I think Hassler 100% has the motivation. This kid
He does,
definitely cares about his team. There's no doubt about that. He cares about coaching. He cares about what he does. He loves his team. I don't think
he
he
cares
loves
as much as anyone else does.
he doesn't love his players, but he cares about that team. He has the motivation down. So he's already better than John. Congrats. Up next is his tactics.
Not hard to do.
Up next are his tactics. They're questionable, but they still they're still good. It's just that trade. It's
There's
the
some-
trading bit. It's the
there's some
trading
thought in
tactics
there.
that probably have to be fixed.
There's some thought in there. He is actually pretty decent at roster building. Remember
For sure.
what he did in October last season?
100%. That
He's
was
a very
good.
good roster builder.
That was good. It's just that the only thing that he fucked up was that he tried to play for saving where he was in a fight
Yeah.
for a playoff spot. You cannot do that. I understand it. It just wasn't the time and place. And then I think with gut instinct, dude, this kid, for whatever reason, this kid just knows the players that are good. Like, people doubted MRSB. He saw this as a great opportunity, picked him up, and he's been doing great so far.
I don't know how people doubted MRSB. He was always good.
I think people saw what happened with Nessie, and they just didn't want another Nessie on their team. They saw the decks, and they kind of pushed him away.
I can see that, but with him being more of a mid speed, I feel like it was more obvious that the smaller decks is not going to be as impactful.
But yeah, I think Hassler's big thing is just his trading. And not even just like his trading in general. I know people don't like his trading tactics.
It's not even that he trades too much, it's that he makes the wrong moves.
Yes and no. I think, like I said, I was telling Alex this before. His gut instinct, for whatever reason, has really worked out, especially when it comes to trading targets. MRSB was a great trade. We all thought that was dumb. Turns out it was actually not terrible, as of now.
What he gave up was a bad idea, but the trade itself, get MRSB was a good get. The issue is what he gave up.
Listen, and that ends up just being... sorry.
Hello, Pep sister.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was going to try to be quick enough, but it is what it is.
You were not.
Yeah, no. We should just leave the door open. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Now you see the portal.
There's the other dimension.
Actually, no. We're gonna turn it back into the darkness that it normally is. Hold up.
Oh, this is exciting. This is an exciting development in this episode.
Oh, he's going in the darkness? Oh, no, he's not. Okay.
One job of closing the door. She can't even do that right. Hold up.
What is going on?
Correction. She heard me.
What's happening? I don't know what's happening.
Pep?
Cool.
I'm
So
scared.
now Larry's.
Hello, welcome back.
Larry?
Wait, what's go?
Never mind. Yeah. Yep. We're just gonna.
Yeah, that room is dark now.
It's kind of scary. I don't like it.
It's no longer a portal to another dimension. It's a portal to hell.
Hell.
Yeah. All right. So here's
Which I guess kind of is another dimension.
my
but
major adjustment for Hassler is simply his trading tactic. I understand it. It's smart. However, it's very good at pissing people off, which is where it's gonna be a lot harder for him to trade later on, because I think Romano explained this best. He's like a card dealer. He's like a card dealer. He knows you want something, and he's gonna try everything in his power to try to rip you off. Just eventually he'll give in, but it takes a lot to get there. Like 37 days of trade talks.
that was so dude. Oh,
That was
man.
hilarious.
But listen, it's a good tactic, because eventually for some people, if they don't have that patience, eventually they'll just say, fine, I'll give you what you want. It's just that
Yeah.
also rubs people the wrong way. I'm pretty sure January have him blacklisted for trading.
Yeah, January
Yeah, they
has Mark
do.
blacklisted from trading. I'm not, mostly because he can be useful, but like I doubt I'm ever gonna trade with him.
Um,
Can you hear us right now?
I don't think that's a... Okay, guys.
What the hell happened to your headphones?
Don't worry.
Do you have more?
I got a new one for Doc McQueen Day. It's the exact same pair.
Hell
So
yeah.
we're gonna do a little unboxing video, folks. I'm gonna keep the one ear open so that way I can still hear you guys at least.
Okay, but yeah, basically, yeah, like I the only time I'm ever really gonna trade with Hasler at this point is if I'm coming to him with something. I doubt I'm ever going to do anything where he makes the first move, unless it's a situation where it's like, okay, I'm selling Rich Covington. Who wants to offer?
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that's kind of it. Even as a person, even as a person, Hassler's actually really chill.
Jeez.
I know some. I know he does. I know some people. You know, I've I've heard things, but
Apple dislikes him, but for a legitimate reason.
yeah.
Like that. That's the only major thing on him personally that I'm just kind of like,
Oh, I
about.
forgot about that.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that too. If I'm gonna be
That
honest.
was a shitty. But people make mistakes.
All right, so I
Like
got the same headphones. Let me
Okay, so I think
nice.
we've covered most of Hassler.
Yeah. Okay, just trade. Be smarter with it. Be smarter with it. Be a lot less throw everything at a wall. Oh, and also stop with the obsessions over players. Like like he
Loki.
overvalues a lot and undervalues things.
Wow,
That's my one thing. If I could change it, if I was him, just how you value your players,
that kind
because
of
he
sounded
has a
like me.
tendency to undervalue the important pieces and overvalue the unimportant pieces.
Cool.
That kind of sounded like
All
me with
right.
Amy Hahn.
So I am back. This is
Yeah, but that's for the memes. Like, it's one thing to overvalue a player for the memes. He just does it with he does it with Lorna Vasquez. Well, not yeah, Lorna
And
Vasquez.
Yelena Belova for some
Yeah,
fucking reason.
and Yelena.
I forgot
All right,
about
so
that.
next up is Apollo. I
His
think Apollo
knowledge
just
is
needs.
no. He just
Yeah,
needs to learn.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't really think there's much
Take
else to
take
say.
take his off season at January. Learn everything. He's good if he can learn everything. Learn what he needs to do. Learn countering at even the basic level, and then take that into next season and keep his current philosophy with trades, where he doesn't do much. I think me and Apollo are pretty similar in terms of trades. Like, neither of us really do much. We don't seek out a lot. We don't throw around picks. We're just me and him quietly make improvements. Like, we just wait. We're patient. We're not going out and looking for things very often. We look at what could be available and kind of poke around, but we don't just do what a lot of coaches do and go, I need to make a big trade, and I just jump on the first thing available. So I like Apollo's coaching style. He just needs to up the knowledge base.
Yeah, he's got the motivation, a gut instincts there. I think it's just tactics, which is listen. That's he's still relatively a newer coach, so that is nothing on him
Yeah.
personally. That's
He
just like
he's had to self-teach pretty much entirely with
yep,
what
yep, yep.
he's at this point. So, and his ability to do that is pretty good.
Yeah,
So if he can just learn to, again, basic countering level, given the picks he has and the roster he currently has, he's in a really damn good spot.
Oh no, is he out again?
I don't know.
Pep is having a journey tonight. My gosh,
Yeah, Pep is having an episode.
there is really not much more to say about Apollo.
Yeah, it's just again, if we're still in this position next year where we're like, okay, he just needs to learn, then I think it's going to get to the point where we have to ask some questions and have some hard
I think,
conversations.
I think he also needs to stop doubting himself as well. I feel like he's doubted himself a couple times, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, just don't be afraid to lose.
yeah.
Again, it's like I've said, it's better to be waiting for things to go right than to be waiting for things to go wrong.
all right. Next up is oh
That was
boy.
such a positive note. Oh,
Yeah,
and
listen. I don't think
okay,
Apollo's genuinely done anything wrong. It's just that once we saw that team tanking, it was like, all right, we kind of knew, like, we kind of, I think we, not that we overestimated them, it's just that we kind of, like, we didn't realize that
we
the
overact.
roster was
No,
actually, like,
we over went. We were. It's because it's April. April's gonna be good. It's just something's gonna happen. April's gonna be. I think we all still have a hard time accepting a reality where April is bad,
I
which
know.
also might be making us look at next season with some rose tinted glasses because we just can't accept a world where April isn't good. But we'll see. I don't think that's what's happening for next season. But anyways, moving on. Tall.
Oh boy, where do we
Oh
start with
my
Tall?
gosh.
The number one thing.
I will say this: the motivation's there. I listen. I
The
think
motivation is there,
listen
except
if
he's retiring if
I do know that like especially at the end of his July career, he really lost that motivation. But like I think with this May team, he
it's back
really
this year.
it's back. Like I've seen it
Yeah.
a lot more this season than last season. Last season he was like, bro, I fucking hate this team. This season it's like he likes what he's done.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say
I
about the May team, if he
What-
likes what
yeah,
he's
whatever
done,
you want.
who am I to say whatever?
I'll say it, but like
um,
I will openly say what he has done has not been good, but you can't fault him for having the motivation.
no.
And
Paul needs to be a team player a bit more.
Is that
Paul
your
needs
is
to
that your
not have a
adjustment
kid.
that he should make? And you're blue again.
I'm blue again. Tall needs to not have a kid. Because well, it's not 100% yet. And if he has said he will retire, rightfully he will retire if that's positive.
Yeah, that's gonna
So
suck.
that yeah, I really well, I mean for his sake, just like as his friend, I know he doesn't want.
I was supposed to say we do care about Tall. I know we love to shit on him and Ball Banter, but
You know,
this is
he's
our
relatively a very friendly community. We all like again, this is Ball Banter. We just mess with each other
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, no,
We
the
do
only
care for
person
Tall.
community I will go I dislike is John.
Thank
But
you. Yes.
yeah, that John's the only one I would say I dislike, and I guess actually no, I also dislike Buster. Buster's but Buster's been pissing me off, but
Sounds kind
that's
of
the
racist
only
to you, man.
person. Is Buster black?
He's Indian, I think.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
but
right. He
like,
is.
I don't know. There's okay, well, Pup. I like Pup
This is true. This is
and
true.
Apple, and I like
And Tall, to be
November
fair.
GM.
And Tall.
Yeah, Tall November Yasido.
Stefan. Stefan's from Sri Lanka.
Stefan is
Wait, is he from
Mongolian.
Sri Lanka? I thought he was Mongolia.
Yeah, he's
Or is he?
Mongolian.
Oh, he's
I don't think
Mongolian.
there's.
Why did I think this was from Sri Lanka? I guess because of his
I know that's his
nation
nation's
team.
team.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
because
I've
of his
been told
nation's
so
team, yeah.
many times the dude's from Mongolia for some reason. So you
Yeah,
might
no,
be
he,
right
he
for
is
all I
from.
know.
I am 99% sure, and then they're back shots, okay. But anyways,
Okay, yeah. You're not racist,
enough
I'm
of
sorry.
pretending
Yeah,
I'm not racist.
You're not racist anymore.
Yeah, anymore.
You were for a couple of seconds, but you proved me wrong, so you're no longer racist.
I was.
You're no longer Blossom and Ghost.
So let's get back to Tall. So the motivation's there. The tactics,
Yeah.
questionable. However, again, how do I explain this? He also has his gut instinct, boy. Listen, I promised I wouldn't say anything, but Tall, your gut instinct is certainly something with some of those lineups that you were trying to play the other night.
Pep, I think I used to have that couch. Like,
That one?
yeah, that same, yeah, that I know I had the couch that was down here prior to this current black one. That was red. It looks like it was the same stitching pattern on the pillows.
Where did that come from, bro? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I just noticed. I just realized.
We've been doing this for 2 seasons. You never bothered to mention that before?
I didn't. It didn't occur to me.
Alright, but yeah, back to Tall. Trading and tactic wise, very questionable. However, I do think if he were to retire this season, the league would be losing one of the corner pieces of entertainment that we've had so far. 100%.
It would yeah. It's more on a personal level. I know he hopes it's negative. So for his sake, I want what he wants, what he believes is best for him, and two, just for even just from the league's perspective, losing Tall is going to be a bad thing, just because there's only so many of us left who are truly committed and truly dedicated to this. Tall's one of them, and it's just unfortunate that this is the only scenario for him that would take him out of it,
So
and rightfully. But
I think the major adjustment would be just watch the trading. I think it's
yeah,
another trading situation. Listen, I don't I listen. You can be Schmaxel. I get it. The lineups make no fucking sense, and it's been pure luck. However, as someone who ran that same kind of luck last season, I will give him the benefit of the doubt with that. It works. If it works, don't fix it. That's again.
if your
Next
code
season,
works, don't.
next season will be
Which
a different story. But
the trading is the issue for him. It's the clear issue is
yes.
he doesn't know how to trade properly with what he has.
Mm-hmm.
He he makes the wrong trades. He gets good pieces that don't fit what he needs. And again, it's the Joao trade. There is like at least 20 players he probably could have gotten given what he gave up, or players who would fit his team better.
I think
And
for
that's the issue.
I think for everyone's sake, if this is his last season, I pray to God he wins a playoff series.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I realize that.
And it is like well, it is a praying thing. Like I'm not religious, but like it's a praying thing because it's not looking
I
good.
guess you could say it would be a tall task, wouldn't you? Fuck off. All right, up next is Steven. Wow. Thank you, Alex.
Which one is that, Alex?
That was VBL, I think.
That was VBL
Yeah.
or PLA?
No, that was the VBL. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
So up
Sure.
next is Steven. I think this is purely a tactics thing, right? I feel like this is a lineup
Roster,
issue.
yeah, it is like the only big trade I could go, Steven, what are you doing for?
Was Henry.
Is the Henry loan.
Steven, what are you doing?
Yeah, that like what is that? That is the only time, well, at least in the last like season and a bit, where I can truly go, what are you doing? And people have those moments, like we make dumb decisions as coaches
Oh, yeah.
sometimes. Like nobody is immune to that, right? No, no, well, except for possibly Schmaxel, but that's also mostly just because Schmaxel has like
You're blue
5.
again.
I'm blue again. This is probably the most times I've been blue individually in an
True.
episode.
True.
Schmaxel had the thing Schmaxel does. He's surround himself with like it has him. He has thunder. He has robes.
Teams it. Don't forget Teams it.
Teams it.
Uh-huh.
Teams it. I know we joke he doesn't. I Teams it just by being there for so long. He knows.
Yeah, he does.
Schmaxel just has every layer of protection against a stupid choice. Like it would, in order for him to fuck something up like that, it would require the entire January coaching staff throwing their brains into a blender, not just him, which makes him the best safeguard. But like you have Frank Payton, like it's a good roster, and like we've said this, if he can get it together with his lineups, he is a good team.
I was about to say my big my big protection layer against stupid decisions is local dumbass. I said, now, do you mind helping me with April's lineup? She then responds with, can I bounce on it? This is necessary in deciding whether I will help. Great backup decisions here. This is that is my layer of protection from a dumb decision. Schmaxel quite has all of the tools that he needs. Where did T-Man go? Is he alright?
He even has the sim.
This is also... Listen, I'm not going to say... Like, he doesn't do that.
I know he doesn't rig the games, but, like, he can log on to the sim at any point he wants and watch matchups. I guess Romano can do that too, technically, because he also has it. But
yes, but I think his only goes to season 5 or 6. He doesn't have the newest group.
okay, so even then, it's just Maxwell.
So yeah, Steven's just a tactical thing. What is T-Man doing?
I am plugging my laptop in
Ah, okay.
because we've been recording for long enough. It is only at 30% now.
But yeah,
So
I was telling Alex, my big barrier against dumb decisions is local dumbass. In
that's
which
fair. I have I have one of my friends. I like run everything I'm doing by him, and I tell him all these things. He probably knows enough at this point that to be better than John, but just because I run everything by him, just so I can read it out loud, and
I
that actually has prevented me from doing something stupid earlier in the season.
Yeah, so when I asked her for some help against April because I was genuinely trying to beat them, I go, "Do you mind me helping me with April's lineup?" She then proceeds to respond with, "Can I bounce on it?" That's all that's stopping July from making a dumb decision, apparently.
And I mean, sometimes just being able to hear what is being said out loud, just to hear someone say something out loud, that is a good protection in a lot of cases.
All right. So, up next it's yours truly.
Be more like Schmaxel.
Well, fuck off. I don't want to be
Get close.
German.
No, not German. Not in the sense of being
I don't
German.
want to be friends with
Be
the
sh-
French.
be Schmaxel in every sense except nationality and the nationalities he's friends with wise.
Okay, I guess. I mean, I have the Walmart version of his team, so I could technically do it.
No, my point would be is like you are, I think Schmaxel, but just below him in like every sense.
I know I'm
You're
not
just like
that
in
short,
every
man.
sense
Come
you
on.
are like a step or two below Schmaxel. But you are also one of the probably the only other coach I will go who or no, except Romano. Romano's the only other coach I would go aside from you who has everything that a coach would need at a high enough level to be good at it. It's just improve getting to that truly elite level, which I don't think you're there for. Really, you're above most of the league in everything, but you're not best in the league at anything. Is what I would go.
It's it's funny because I think Schmaxel has offered to help God knows how many times, but I've been so stubborn, and I've been saying I want to do it myself. So that might be my
No,
own fault with that one, only because like I feel not that I feel like it's cheating, but like I don't know. I feel like if I do ever end up beating Schmaxel, I want to say that I did it by myself, and that he didn't like hand me the tools to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Like, don't get me wrong. I want to know the formula. I've been trying to solve the formula since last season, or no, since the start of the
there,
season. It's
there.
just
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, somewhere out there in the universe. Well, if you believe the theory that the universe is infinite, which would mean that there are infinite versions of everything
yeah,
that exists, because finite amount of materials, which a finite amount of things can be created with infinite space,
theism.
you're going to have an infinite number of repeats. So there, if that is the case, if that theory about the universe is correct, there is a world out there where one of us coaches, has discovered the theoretical perfect formula to win games.
I feel like the formula is simple. We just never came up with it. Alex, do you have any? What's your big adjustment for me, or is it just be more Schmaxel-ish? I don't know how that works, but should go on.
It's the best way I can describe it, just because Schmaxel's that good at everything. Just boost like one or two things to the level of
I
Schmaxel.
think this is where we had. Kind of wish we had Schmaxel or Romano because I think they'd be able to explain this a lot better. They'd have
Probably,
genuine
yeah.
critiques on every coach. I will say that they
Yeah,
would have
that
genuine critiques on
and yeah,
everybody.
they're in a position where they are that good. I
Yes.
stepped on. Why did I step on my own hand?
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't
I'm
do that.
ridiculous. I'm doing it again.
Well, why would you fucking do that? Fucking
Because it
masochist.
actually it feels kind of nice. My fingers are stiff. It's
So
just I didn't
so
have my
so
hand
so so
fully on the
so so
floor.
the December coach is almost a racist, but not anymore, and he's also a masochist. That's what we're getting at here.
No, it does. It doesn't hurt. It only hurt because I didn't have my hand fully on the ground. I had it like this,
Oh,
so it was like
Hey,
putting. It was like,
so
but like when I have my hand flat.
so basically, this is like Pep shoving a cactus up his ass accidentally, and then shoving it up again purposely.
very true. Very true. Yeah, no, I only did it because I was forced to with the devil. Remember that, guys. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Nah. It's a misconception.
You knew what the price was, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
wanted it.
So, shut up. But yeah, Alex, any remarks?
I don't know. I feel like teammate kind of said everything.
Be schmaxy. Great.
Yeah,
Be,
yeah,
be,
yeah.
be
Just like
schmaxel-ish.
I think just don't overthink things. Maybe.
Yeah, which I mean is that isn't even something he's doing. So that's just general advice. Like that's the point. Is and I think that's where you want to be as a coach. Is where we can just give general advice. Like we can't cite a specific thing.
I
I
think
don't know. Sometimes so maybe sometimes it feels like Pep is worried he's gonna overthink something, and I
Oh, yeah,
just
no, I do
say,
that. I
Yeah,
do
no,
do that.
have a bit more confidence in where you are as a coach.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I don't have confidence in myself. That's a me thing. I will say though,
I don't either.
you
I've
should
been
have
waiting for the
seen
other shoe to drop all season.
you should have seen the way my jaw dropped when I saw the latest ELO standings. I'm in sixth.
ELO, or I thought it was ELO. Is it
Whatever.
ELO?
I just say ELO
"Oh,
because it's like whatever. But
Please,
I'm a very
please
real.
never say that again.
I'm very real. I don't give a fuck about the elo system.
I mean,
I just
you're in the
really
top
don't care about
5,
it.
so you're actually you're better than me.
Yeah, but
don't
look,
don't wait for the next seat. Don't pay attention to it after this season.
I was supposed to say because it's Schmaxel Romano, Yosido. Not in that order, but I
Harry's
know
going to
they're
be
top
so
3.
high.
Pretty
Harry
sure
is going to be.
Blossom's number 2.
Yeah, so it's Schmaxel, Blossom, Romano, Yosido, you, and then me.
No, it's Schmaxel, Yasido, Blossom, Romano, Alex Pepper.
This was off the top of my head. But I feel like
Yeah,
you look at
then
that 6 and you say,
predictions,
well, one
Harry.
of these things is a lot less like the other. That's where my lack of confidence. I don't think I deserve to be in that group. That just seems like it seems like a really fucking elite group. Another guy
And Pep.
and Pep. No, that's literally how it is. That is how
Dude,
that
where
is.
am I?
You
I don't know.
are.
I'm kind of curious why you don't think you don't deserve that kind of conversation.
It's just a lack of self-confidence, honestly.
I think I do genuinely believe, and I know Schmaxel says this all the time, so it might have just been it might be that thing where he says things and it just drives into your head. I used Jan way too much. I don't blame myself, but I do think next season that's when I'll truly know if I'm really that good of a coach, because at that point I won't have a Jan to just lay on.
How much of this season has been, which I think you will be worse off without Jan. It's not going to kill you. You're still going to be a good team. If you use your picks correctly, you're probably going to be one of the better teams.
I could just
At
trade
least in
for
the-
another really fucking good slow player. I haven't really thought of that. I can just trade the first for a Triumph maybe or a Scott potentially, but
Who knows?
who knows? Yeah, stick around and we'll figure that one out.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
This is why you keep
I'm
watching Ball
I'm
Banter,
excited for where my ELO is going to go because I'm already in the top 20 just based off of being an AC.
which is nuts in your first season.
Oh, you know what? My elo might go up because I'm going to win BBL Nations.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Dude, I just got Tony Ramirez. We're like fucking stacked right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna beat Vatican. So my
That's
nation's
Romano, you know that, right?
Yeah, and his entire team's mid speed, and I have Wilson and Kevin Ewan and
that'll
Joao.
do it. Oh yeah, and San Marino is we're already back home. Yeah, we
You're in the baseball stadium.
I was supposed to say I had to trade my LBL championship and my conference finals appearance with doing terrible in the Nations League.
Yeah. So I'm probably I'm gonna get high points for full season placement. I'm gonna get good regular season points with probably 60 or 50, then probably like 55 to 80 for full season placements. MVP probably, offense ball of the year
Oh yeah.
probably, rookie of the year
Oh
definitely,
my god, dude.
potentially coach, definitely coach of the year nominee, probably runner up, possibly winner. Like my elo is going to leap. At the very least, I'm going to be finally be above John.
So let's move on.
Okay,
Do we
that's
move on?
that's a good example of why Elo just doesn't fucking matter.
This is very
Yeah,
true.
elo doesn't matter. Elo does not matter, but I
I was
still want
still,
to be above
I was
John.
gonna say, I was still quite impressed with where I was at the end of that. I was like, damn, I've only been around for 2 seasons. How the fuck am I in the 6th? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So let's move on to Ghost. I can't say that big complaint is trading anymore. He
No,
really figured
he
that
is fixed that.
Yeah, he has. I'm proud of you, Ghost.
Not knock on wood for the off season, but
he might not. Oh, I think so. We could go motivation for our big issue
yeah,
because
that's
I don't
true.
think he's gonna be here for next season. I'm pretty sure he's done after this, right?
Right, yeah, no, because right, yeah, he's gone Busters at
Shit,
the very least, but
I kind of wish
Oh
we
that's
have.
man.
also.
I kind of hope we do. I'm gonna invite
Oh
Ghost to an
God, the
episode.
hot conference is gonna be so ass.
Unless Thunder runs another team, bro.
Thun-
Dude, even
Thunder.
without
Please
Jan
go
Jan,
run my
I'm going to
conference.
I
feel
don't know where Thunder.
okay.
That's my concern. I don't know where Thunder can go.
That is it. That is the. Let's stick with Ghost. We'll talk about that later. Let's
Wait,
stick with Ghost.
that's our next topic is where does Thunder go? We're doing what we had with me last season, but with Thunder,
Ghost.
and then we'll make him reveal it on
I
an
don't know.
episode.
Listen. My big adjustment for Ghost. Don't retire, man. I actually do like going up against you as a coach.
Yeah,
That's
don't retire, dude. I know. Go be May head coach. Yeah, I know he's not doing that, but like,
listen.
go
Might
do.
need that.
Listen. I don't know the exact reason for it. If it's like a personal thing, I totally get it. I just wish you wouldn't. We do love you here. This isn't like again. We don't hate you.
Yeah, we don't want. As a community, we are better off having ghosts than not having a. And this,
That goes for
unfortunately,
almost everybody. Like we don't like seeing people leave the community. We like the group.
yeah, except John.
We like the group we have and John.
Mainly Buffalo and Times. Mainly,
well, they're not.
mainly
They're not in the
those
group.
two.
Yeah, they're not here anymore.
Yeah,
It's fine.
given who we have now, out of the people who are currently in this community, John's the only one that isn't. But like, yeah, having Ghost, it sucks. It sucks, honestly. But
So
I mean,
so
obviously, I know he's. I'm sure he has his reasons, whatever they are.
it stinks because I actually do think he's a better coach than I am. That's not a confidence thing. That's just me telling the truth. I just think because of our polar opposite trading values, I think that's just where the differences ended up. I love talking to the guy about the trades that we made because of just how different they were, and how we used to think as coaches. So that's my big major adjustment. Stay in the league. So
Yeah, have that motivation. He has everything out, and it sucks because just as he has figured everything out, and this feels real. This does it from how he's talked. It doesn't genuinely feels like he just doesn't want to be here anymore, which sucks. But
so up next that's a sad note, but we must move on to
Yeah.
Romano.
Well,
Would the major adjustment just be stick to a team? Genuinely, I don't know what else we can do here.
the major adjustment for Romano would be stop retiring every season.
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
Romano.
technically,
Well, you
Pup
got
is the
something?
head coach.
Shush. No, he isn't. No one. Yeah, technically, Pup is actually. This is true, but no one's
Okay.
pretending that anyone except for
Romano's-
Romano does anything.
My
Even
advice for
if-
Pup is to be active.
Well, he has
he-
multiple kids.
I was about to say he's older, tall at this point. Like
Yeah, he's in the same situation as Tall might be. We don't
he's
know yet, but he is in the situation where he has kids. So that's totally fair that he cannot be active
Yeah, that's
for a
not
while.
something that we
Yeah.
don't hold that against him. It's just
Yeah, no,
it's
absolutely
unfortunate.
not.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
for Romano,
I would like to have Pup active more, but I totally get
not
it.
nothing
That is
against you, man.
the
So
most reasonable of things.
yes. So for
But anyway,
Romano,
about Romano, yeah.
yeah, just be on a. That's such a cop
Stop.
out answer. Like we all know it. Come on, this is the same thing with Schmaxer, where you just gotta come up with
I
some
know.
bullshit answer to genuinely come up with.
Yeah, Romano and Schmack, like it is those two. They go punch for punch every second. Like they are out of any coaches in the league, they can go punch for punch like nobody else.
I guess
Romano,
that
And
bro, I think,
I guess that is my big adjustment. Is that because I'm sure he's probably going to stick around with September. Is I want to see how that works out because
at the
we've
very
never seen
least,
it
one
before.
more season.
Yes, I
At
mean
bare, who knows
technically
beyond that?
he did it with July. I forget that he technically wasn't the head coach for that other season that he was with
Yeah.
July in season 3.
Would this be the first time Romano's been head coach for 2 seasons in a row?
If since we're calling him head coach, then yes. I know technically he's
The
GM, but yes,
primary coach, primary coach.
yes. This is technically
The
the first
the
season. Although I
yeah.
sometimes mix it up with season 3 July. I always thought it wasn't until recently I learned that it was actually Tala technically that was the coach that year. I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was Romano, but the more
Yeah,
you know, I guess.
Romano definitely did more. Where no one's pretending that Romano was not the most significant part of that, but yeah, he was.
So up next we have Stefan. I actually think this is one of those things where the gut feeling actually really messed him up. Again, his biggest mistake was trading for Stefan. I'm not saying
Trading for himself.
Listen, that's just a gut situation. That's a gut feeling where like you're obsessed with the player. I know the feeling. Trust me.
Mambo,
Gold chip,
Doc McQueen,
Mambo, Doc McQueen. We all have those moments.
Seawolf.
And
But
then
you never traded for him, so
Amy Hahn.
Yeah, that
Ain't that right, Alex? Amy Hahn. Hmm.
Okay, no, this Amy Hahn is a character in Marvel Comics, so she's just a BBL AI that's shit now.
Well, no.
Sadly.
That's our point. We're saying that we all have our AIs that we're obsessed with for whatever reason it may be.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that is
I
true.
can't fault him for that kind of gut feeling. It's just that the gut feeling ended up kind of costing you your future. Although, I think if saving goes perfectly well, this team's not doomed. I will say that. If saving goes perfectly where they can keep that top-heavy group, they might be okay. I haven't. I'll be so real. I have
good right
not
now.
even looked at my. I think I've looked at my saving once, and I think I'm okay. But
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's just like,
I was worried it was going to be super bad mid-season, and then I looked at it recently, and I'm like,
I feel like we said the same thing last season. Like, for whatever reason, I was expecting the free agency market to look super stacked, and then it was like Yelena was the best thing out there.
yeah, and that's I think the main thing is teams are going to trade. It always looks like it's going to be stacked, but coaches at this point in time are pretty good at shuffling things around.
Yeah.
So that no one really, the free agencies never has any massive names like
So for
Puppeteer.
Stefan, just don't be obsessed with a player as much. I'm sure
Yeah,
some
I
of
agree
us
with
can
that.
also take that advice.
We're all bad at it. It's all something we all need to do better. But he just got screwed by it the worst.
I did have it
And
with Scuba for a while.
Oh, this is a good point. This is a very good point. I was about to say we do have someone who was obsessed with the player that paid a lot for it, but it ended up working out.
yeah, yeah, that. And I think that was also mostly due to the era. Like in this era, there is, I'm blue.
And
Hello.
Tall's here.
Hello, tall. In this era, that type of thing just does not work out. Where you just like throw everything for one player, that can never work out.
So
Are we talking about May?
no, we're
This sounds
talking,
like
are-
something you would talk.
no, we're talking about
No, we're
what
actually, we're
coaches
talking
can
about
do
October.
better.
Oh, is this about me?
No, we're up to
No,
Alex now.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
Alex.
we already talked about you. We already talked about you.
Oh. Was it good? I'm gonna assume it was bad. I'm not.
I actually like
No,
to
it
think
was actually-
I'd like to think we actually gave him a good chunk of praise.
Yeah,
Can I hear like a short summary?
No, watch the episode.
Just watch the episode.
I mean, I'll give it to him.
Bro, my new manager. I'm gonna rant here real quick. It's Ball Banter. My new manager at my bar sucks dick. Holy shit, this guy sucks ass.
We
All
went
right,
from-
it's my first day back. I'm supposed to get paid in cash today
Oh no.
because I got randomly called in. Right? This bitch don't pay me shit. I'm suing this company. I'm suing the bar, and I'm getting $5,000 back in commission. I'm winning this shit.
Dude,
Or I'm just
I
gonna
almost-
sue him for insubordination of the owner. So that's what we're gonna do.
we went
Anyways, yeah,
from
go
ball
on.
banter
On
to
to
ball
Alex.
ranter.
I almost thought he was gonna say something really bad there. He
Oh, I
was,
thought I was gonna say the N word.
yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
he's
you
not
were
Apple.
very close.
He's not Apple.
Not
I'm not an idiot.
Apple.
He's not John either.
All right. So now we
Yeah,
talk
so-
about now we talk about
you. I don't.
yeah.
T-Man, I'll be so honest with you. This one's kind of on you. I will be so real. I actually cannot think of. Cause like all of his like, if any mistakes that happened with Alex, it was this season.
Yeah. This
But
is the only time where I can truly
that
say
also doesn't define his coaching style. That just says, "Oh, shit went wrong once." Actually, if that's the case, my adjustment would be just trade more. I guess don't keep the gang around after two seasons of making it to the finals. I understand. Listen.
be proactive instead of reactive.
Listen, the thought process, I totally get it. Your team made the final. It makes sense to keep the gang around. However, especially with the league that is like constantly evolving,
Yeah,
It
you
had
have
to
to
at least-
constantly.
I was going to say, the moment I noticed that you didn't actually made that much trades going into this season, that's when I knew I was like, all right, this actually might end up turning into an issue.
I mean, this season should have gone better. Like, given your roster, you should have been in a better spot. That would, again, I do think you have learned, and I think you will continue to learn. So, take advantage of those opportunities when they're presented to you. Take full advantage of shadowing January. And then just be more proactive with your moves. Don't wait for things. Go out and get things. Don't wait for them to come to you.
Yeah, the thing with January, like, it's a big opportunity for Yacito and I. We're gonna be there the whole playoff as well because
Yeah, instead just the Super Bowl, which the Super Bowl was honestly the point where it was least active because April had nothing. There was nothing April could do. The April had one lineup. They had 4 total players. Right? It was Gert, Simon, Henry. No, not even Simon. Gert, Henry, Miguel,
and Hawk.
Hawk. Yeah,
They use Hawk in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
right. Which I mean was the right move,
Yes.
just because it forced. But like, yeah. Like beyond that, they had Frankie, Kabir, Malek, and Kukurea. Not good, but
But yeah, I mean, like, realistically, Alex, like, that's not, like, a huge, like, it is, like, the biggest adjustment we could think of, which, like, again, that's not difficult. I made more trades this season.
yeah, just slightly more. You just need to tune up a bit.
Again, I don't blame you for that thought process, just to try to get rid of said thought process. Your team needs to be constantly evolving.
No,
matter
I
how good you think
understand
it is.
Yeah.
I understand why you did the things you did.
I also think we did panic too much. I don't think we're used to losing that much because we've been a very successful franchise.
Yeah, like it's literally since season 2.
On that note, there's only one coach left.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do we got for him?
I mean, he just started head coaching, so I'm not really sure what pointers here.
And it stinks
I
because
forgot it was me we were talking about.
Who did you think it was, bro? I think that what stinks the worst is that like there would like if he didn't make 90% of the trades that he did near the deadline, that we would have had something for him. But because he made those moves, it's like, oh well, he kind of fixed the patches that he was
I think
supposed to
everyone
fix.
kind of assumed because I wasn't making moves, it was people assumed that was an issue.
I
I
was
never,
gonna say,
I never.
You would have been the same thing as Alex, where it's like You didn't trade enough. But it's like
I will say this.
I was waiting for the right time. At that was I was ra- I had there was multiple. I was pretty consistently throughout the season looking at options. I was just waiting for the right time to make those moves.
I think I will say this though. So this isn't like me thinking that you're gonna do this, but like this is more for like the future. Just try not to rely on Watson too much going to next season, because I do think once the league evolves a little bit, then Watson probably won't be as effective for every single matchup. So I would say that, yeah, because we've fallen in that trap multiple times where going into season 4 we relied on the Scuba How. It's fucking synergy. It's synergy, it's a synergy, but yeah.
I think Scuba and Hal was a synergy. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm just meaning like synergies don't fucking matter, and because of how good it was in season 3, we wanted to go into season 4 thinking that it was gonna be as good, but that didn't work out.
Totally get that. Totally get
It's one of those things where we can't even say like, oh, here's a major adjustment. It's like, here's what you shouldn't do that we could see you doing.
Yeah, again, again, talking to Alex, it's all the mistakes you have made throughout your time as a coach. I totally understand your thought process. And
yes, somehow we thought.
And those are the best types of mistakes to make. Like, you're not like in a John spot where when you make mistakes, we're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And you just fucked your future up, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like your mistakes, none of them have had lasting consequences for the franchise. You've been able to bounce back, rebound out of them. And 2, none of them have just been that bad. They've all been understandable given what you knew at the time.
So to close out this episode,
Where's Thunder going?
Yeah, that's gonna be our take. Where do we think Thunder's going next season?
Nowhere. I think he stays at
You
January.
think he's gonna stay?
Not because of choice. Where do you see him going?
So here's the thing.
John's not stepping down at February.
Nope.
March maybe. But
know.
Hasler's, I don't think Hasler's
I
stepping
think
down.
Hasler's got it down right back to where they needed to be, to where they're now saying, all right, maybe not.
Yeah, Apollo isn't stepping down. Mays, there's a chance that's an open, but he's not going. He's no chance Thunder is going to want to go.
Tall, we will say this. We pray you don't step down as May coach.
Yeah,
we genuinely don't want you to.
We want you here. As much as we shit on you, you're one of the few people who is still committed, who would be committed to this league.
Oh,
so
yeah. Here's what I think happens, and I think there's only one scenario where he doesn't leave January, and I think this is it. I think if October misses playoffs, Stefan will step down, and he goes to October. I think that's the only place he goes. But I think it would be a bad fit just because of the future they have in Stefan. You will be stuck with Stefan.
That's also the thing. I don't think Thunder is in a place where he's desperate to be a head coach.
No, I think I also think him going 0-3 so far with lineups is gonna deter him from teaching teams.
I don't think
maybe not.
No,
I don't think so.
It would deter a lot of coaches, but yeah, Thunder I think is just smart enough to know.
Realistically, looking at those lineups, I can't fault him for that. It's just, especially with both July games, he just got unlucky.
Yeah. And again, I don't think Schmaxel's going to do anything different.
No.
That's I think the main thing, even if Schmaxel was there. And he's not going to October. October only has 2 draft picks in the first 2 rounds.
We also,
in the next
Tall
4
wasn't here
seasons.
for this. We did mention we do have October making playoffs. We do think they're going to make it.
I agree with that. I think they make playoffs over February.
So I don't think Stefan's going to
I don't think there's a location that it's a lot. I just don't think there's a location he's going to go to because the best fit is June.
I would say maybe August. We know Ghost is stepping down.
But we know Buster's taking over.
That's what I was going to say. I wasn't sure if Buster was fully committed to wanting to be a head coach.
I think they are.
Buster
From what I've been told,
unless
he's fully
something-
going to
yeah.
go for it.
Something needs to change in August. Either Ghost gets cold feet about Buster, which would make for an interesting storyline.
That would be something.
If yeah, but I don't think Ghost is going to do that just because Ghost had the confidence to so early on in the season, having worked with Buster so little, to name him as that head coach.
Yeah.
I don't
You
like.
wouldn't-
I don't like the mention of Thunder going to June. If Steven were to step down and appoint Thunder, that would be the biggest
That's-
middle finger to me I would have ever
Kevin
seen.
Guzman went to the Cubs?
What?
Kevin Guzman went to the Cubs. He went from Toronto to the Cubs.
What?
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Guzman. He's
Even I only know who that is because the Blue Jays are the only baseball team I care. Wow.
no,
That's
he's a top pitcher in the MLB. He got traded to the Cubs.
Oh damn.
What did we get for that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking on Twitter. Hold on.
Probably just happened,
Yeah.
so who knows. But yeah, so
A pair of prospects.
oh no.
Prospects Brett Bateman and Ty Southsien.
Who?
Southsien or
Not terrible. The Tigers are on pace to go 51-0 and outscore their opponent 561 without Eric Skubal.
okay. Well, okay. And to be fair, Guzman, however you pronounce it, Kevin Guzman. Okay. To be fair, he is 35, so and he's a pitcher. So
Now going back to Thunder though.
Yes.
yeah, back to Thunder.
now-
This is not a baseball
I
podcast.
was gonna say
What teams will Thunder definitely not go to? Is the question.
July.
What teams?
he ain't going to
if he was-
July.
to
I
get
tell you
to-
that much.
Well, no, I think assuming he was given the opportunity,
Ow.
the teams I think he definitely would not go to is May, because the draft pick situation, and October, because the draft pick
I'd
situation.
say February for
So-
that same reason then, no?
What is February or October? He might, just because October does have a round 1 or round 2 and some tradable assets.
Yes.
So that's the most likely scenario. And yeah, February he wouldn't go to either, even if he's given the
Their best two
opportunity.
players are leaving, and he'll be left with Jezza and Arden Lane as his best player.
Yeah, he does not have any picks in the top 24. Now, to be fair, season 10 February does have decent draft capital,
Okay.
so
No,
delay
no,
this
no.
by
They don't.
revisit this next conversation next season. There's a decent chance he might go to February.
No, they don't have good draft capital for season 10
Why?
because Yoshito hasn't updated the thing yet.
Oh my god.
Okay, so yeah, we can't really look. 'cause I don't even know.
Probably not then.
All right,
No, like-
so yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay, February, October, just throw seasons out the window. February, October, May. No matter what, I don't think he's going. Even if he's offered, the most likely places where he would be, the most likely by far, is I think the October offer. I don't think he goes there, I don't think there's a realistic place he's going to get offered. Most likely, if he is to leave January, and I know you're going to hate this, Pep, it is June. I think Steven's the most likely to step down so that Thunder can become that head coach. I don't think he's going to. Do not believe this.
I fucking hope.
I will.
I pray to God that you didn't put the idea in Steven's head. Like if he wanted to give a big old middle finger to the July franchise, that's how you do
feel
it.
like we've mentioned this before. June's been always kind of mentioned as a potential Thunder landing spot. So, if Steven was going to do it, I would assume that he would have already done so. Or well, maybe he has. Who knows? Maybe they're keeping that private. Like we've seen coaches.
I don't like
not
that thought
talk
at
about-
all. That's a.
Yeah, that Thunder and Steven are laughing at you as we speak.
Come on, you can start. Just start.
Start what?
What?
Start.
I'm watching episode 11 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Watch that after. Come on, we're about to wrap up.
We pretty much are wrapping.
Oh yeah, we're still recording.
Tell you
I have
guys,
dementia.
you You got any tall takes for us today?
I think January saving gets messed up. I think they messed it up somehow. I think
I
I
think
think I
yeah,
think I think that they're so worried about it that somehow, if enough players do bad enough and enough players do good enough, their savings gonna get messed up, and they're gonna lose one important piece, at
right
least one
now.
important piece.
They're losing Wilson from what I remember, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, I think they're in a position where Philip Hojic, Habib, or no, Philip doesn't have the games. Okay, well, Habibus, Tony, Godric, and Wilson are all in the top 24. So as of right now, they're in a position where they are losing, well, Wilson and Habibus.
No, because isn't GBC season?
He's season 4,
No,
No,
he's
so
season 4.
GVC
he's
season
Season
four.
yeah,
4.
he can't be the retirement save.
Yep. So, and that's what saves me because right now I have Zorab, Alvin Watson, Puppeteer. So, but Puppeteer's a free save, and I'm not playing Puppeteer. So, and then Alvin's the retirement, so I just save Zorab and Watson.
Yeah,
I'm in.
I think they're so focused on their saving that they're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, they're. I mean, because the issue is their team's just so good. They're playing Habibus to try to get Habibus down. There is a not in zero chance that Habibus is good enough that Habibus could just go on a run, and it fucks them over, because they're so they could. There is plenty of scenarios where January's screwed. I mean, their fast will be fine
Yeah.
For sure,
because
yeah.
like and then beyond that, because they don't have so they'll save 2 of them. They'll let Andres go, so they'll have 4 other spaces. Beyond this, they need to save Dick. They're losing Skib and Habibus would be devastating. That takes out their slow. They can't counter
Don't they
fast.
still have a good? Don't they still have like a couple round ones though? So like
They
realistically,
do. They have good
can
picks.
save it.
They'll. What are their picks? Okay.
The only round 1 they have for season 8 is their own.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
they have their own round 1. Then they have 3 round 2s. Or no,
yeah,
4 round 2s.
that'll do it. That'll do it. If we have like another season, if we have like another season 6 draft, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, they're cooked.
But even then, like,
and what we have to remember, the rest of the league is improving, and I think
Yeah.
we're going to be in another situation where January is ever so slightly worse than last season.
How
And
long do we get to say that before we can actually catch up to him, though? That's the problem.
I don't know. I'm only 1 game back. How do we really need to keep saying it?
No, shush, tall. We're not talking about record. We're talking about the ability to beat them.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, July's done that, and September. So
Twice.
I'm
For both
talking
of us
consistent.
twice.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
You know, September's by far the biggest threat to them right now. Is because
well, in Smack's eyes, I guess nobody is, but
No, it's the lineup of
No.
Amy Han
Oh god.
and whoever.
God, you guys are gonna be quiet.
Yeah, but they're that is the position they are in right now.
No dipping cups. I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do, though?
I don't know. What are they gonna do?
I was about to say,
That is the question we're left with. What is January going to do? Potentially without Thunder?
Listen, they're gonna be fine.
yeah, I'm not too
Like,
worried.
I really.
It is going to be a long time before we can talk about the potential of January not being one of the top teams in the Big Ball League.
I don't see that happening for the foreseeable future, like at all.
At the very least until season 11. Season 12 is the earliest I can see it.
Yeah. Hey, there you are.
And
Will a
there
lot
you
of us be around by then? I'm sure we will, but
I'd hope so.
go. I'll be around.
I hope to be around.
I might be dead.
That wouldn't be
Take
nice.
that.
whoa.
That's fun. That's a
Oh,
nice
we got
thought.
the
Tom.
fridge. We got fridge cam.
Fridge cam.
Well,
Bro, we got no milk.
oh god. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed. It was Pep, Tall, T-Man, and Alex.
Hold on. Hold on. We have a protein
We're doing
pouch.
sponsor. Are we doing sponsorship?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna say this product's name. Well, it's chocolate milk, but I don't want to say.
You cut out. You good, bro?
Oh
Well, he could have said its name and we wouldn't have heard.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, we just can't hear him now.
Yeah, we can't
Well,
hear you.
That's gonna do it anyways. Find out next time.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I've rewatched this Bolivia matchup like so many times. This team is so fucking good.
Okay.
We're gonna win it all.
Wait, hold on. We're still recording, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have this chocolate milk protein power. 23 grams of protein in the bottle. So we're just gonna do this real quick. Are you timing me?
Okay, I guess so.
Are you timing me?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
May's a top team.
3? Oh god. This is about to go so.
October.
Wait, hold on. Let me get a quick taste. See what it tastes like. This is gonna be tough. Okay.
All right. I got.
Three.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is an episode.
Done.
I'm so tired.
5.92 seconds.
I have a family dinner tomorrow, and I have to schedule 2 weeks worth of games.
I have to record LBL games, and I have work in about 7 hours. I'm
Oh, so
doing.
there's a
family
crew?
dinner tomorrow. I'm just gonna like.
Bubbles.
Well, so that's gonna do it for this episode. We do hope you guys enjoyed.
Facing
Put
this
your thoughts in
ghost
comments
field.
below on what you think the coaches could do better around the league.
Alex, stop watching last week's episode during this.
And
Sorry.
and tell us your thoughts on where you guys think Thunder's gonna go.
Yeah,
'Cause
drop us your.
Wait, I do want to say the one thing I do want to say about T-Man. I didn't really get to say anything during it. I think he should upload Ball Banter quicker.
Hey. All right. Adios, everyone. Bye bye.
I've been pretty good at that this season.